report things that nobody has the balls to report.
Why am I the only one breaking stories like this? You can call me Uncle 𝗵𝗵𝗺, Clarence, Aidan. I don't care what you call me.
Did you not say that you were going to take my baby out of revenge and make him a transgender baby?
I think they don't like the things that I'm saying and they want me to stop saying them, but I'm not. I'm never going to stop. Now, these are the kind of stories, guys, that must be told. I'm just a guy who's breaking stories and reporting news from my basement.
Yo, what's up, Turtle Riders? How's everyone doing tonight? Good, good, excellent. Welcome to the live show, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host here. They call me Uncle Turtleboy around these parts. You can call me Clarence, Aidan, Dr. Turtleboy. I actually prefer doctor because if Joe Biden's a doctor, then I'm definitely a doctor. You can find me on Twitter at Dr. Turtleboy. That's 𝗵𝗃𝗍𝗃 Turtleboy. Follow me on all the socials, guys. I went ahead and shared the link to the stream on the various social media platforms that we currently operate on. Facebook, that would be just the Turtleboy page. It's a new page because we lost our page with 40,000 followers a week or so ago. So go like that page. It's up to like 5,000. On Twitter, you can find us at Dr. Turtleboy. That's mine, and or the Turtleboy tweets account. On what else? We're on Clarence with Emerson's back from suspension, I think, in 4 days, so he'll be back there. Instagram, we are at Turtleboy_daily_news, so you can catch us on there. And I believe we're streaming on Rumble right now, and we're close to 100. Are we live on Rumble? We're supposed to be live on Rumble. I hope so, but I'm gonna put a. I don't even know if that doesn't look like we're live. God damn it. It was supposed to go live on Rumble. I don't know what the fuck happened. It keeps happening, but either way, switch over there if you can. But anyway, yeah. So we got a lot to talk about here tonight. We're going to talk about the big story that I published today. It's kind of a revisit of an old friend from the past by the name of Mike Bates. So we got to hit that up, but just quick announcement here. If you guys like the work that we do here at Turtleboy and you want to support the program, unfortunately, you can't do the super chat function because they took that away from us. We're demonetized now because we had the wrong opinion about the climax mandate. Well, he said it's the vaccine mandate. We had the wrong opinion about that. So we can't have you give us donos on here, which is fine because they take like 40% of that anyway. So we went ahead and we built our own chat. It's called Turtle Chat. If you click at the link at the top, that brings you to something called Turtle Chat. You can donate whatever amount of money you want on there. And when you do that, you get to write a little message, and I'll get it in my email. I'll bring it up on the big screen. We'll share it with the class so you can give a shout out to your friend, or maybe you want to call somebody out. Maybe somebody, sponsored you to come to a rehab facility 1,000 miles away from your home and then dropped you off in the middle of nowhere and didn't give you any help at all. Maybe you want to call them out. I don't know. It's your Turtle Chat. You can do whatever the hell you want with it. Okay. So, yeah, what is it with these people named Bates? Yeah, it's a bad last name. It's bad luck around these parts. I'll tell you that much. Greg Bates, Mike Bates, they're all no good. All right, so let's jump right into the meat and potatoes of this story, shall we? Okie dokie, here we go. And are we on Rumble? Are we live? Oh, we are live on Rumble. I'm going to put it in the chat. If you guys want to watch on Rumble, you can watch that too. We have like 920 subscribers on Rumble right now. I just put it on there. It's the same thing. It's simultaneous with what we're doing right now, except like YouTube constantly takes videos down. Like all somebody has to do is just like this douchebag tonight, watch he'll file like a privacy strike or some shit, and they'll just take it down. YouTube's so censorious that we're gonna bounce from there as soon as we build up a bigger following on Rumble, because they don't censor on Rumble, which is what I like about it. So go ahead over there and give us a subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, so let's revisit this story. All right, so this guy's name, you might have recalled this gentleman from about a year and a half ago. His name is Mike Bates. Do you guys remember him? I remember him, unfortunately. I just fucking hated this guy. Rarely do I want to, like, when I write about thousands and thousands of assholes all the time over the years. I don't know if I ever wanted to smack anybody as much as him. Not that I'm going to, but it would just feel very satisfying, I'm sure, to smack this man. Okay. I kind of put his whole resume, what we exposed him for last time. If you'll recall, he had a 2019 conviction for securities fraud. He did 6 months and he was ordered to 6 months in prison for it. Dude conned his kid's basketball coach. Like, imagine that, a friend of his too. Like, you're going to con your kid's basketball coach by telling him that he's got like this great company idea and he needs a $50,000 investment. And the guy's like, well, this guy seems to know what he's talking about. He's got a goddamn Maserati. Look at him. You know, he's a father of 3 kids. He must be doing something right. He can't be a degenerate, right? Like, this has to be something decent. No, the whole thing was just a scam. And he knew it the whole time. He milked this guy for $50,000 in investments, and just spent all the money. That's all he did. He also defrauded 2 other people in 2010 for $48,000 with the fake business that did management consulting and trading, option trading, public speaking, and coordination. It's all just bullshit. Most famously was the printer fiasco, which I still don't understand what the hell happened there. When he was living in Salem, New Hampshire, I talked to some cops up there about that. They're just like, that was the craziest shit I've ever seen. Just a backyard full of printers, like thousands and thousands of printers. I don't know what the scam was there, but I can guarantee you there was some sort of scam going on. You don't just have a backyard full of printers like that if you're not up to something. Like, some scam fell through, I guarantee it. Also, he owed $18,000 in child support at the time we were writing this, but he constantly uses his daughter, who I think was like 9 or 10 at the time, who he doesn't pay, he owed child support for, as a TikTok prop. Like, this guy is big into TikTok, which I can't stand TikTok. I had to do a lot of TikTok research on the story. It was driving me nuts. I feel like the Chinese are spying on me every time, because they are spying on you. I don't know if you know that with TikTok. I don't fuck with TikTok for that reason. And this guy uses TikTok all the time. And he uses his daughter with these like little dance videos, which to me, it's like, I can't stand the dads that do that shit. It's so cringe, because nobody would watch you if you were doing it. So you're like, let me just throw a kid in here, and everybody would be like, the kid is cute. But you're only using the kid because you want people to like you. Like, you're trying to build up your own following doing that, and you're just using and exploiting your kid to do that. And it's all part of his scam here. The kid that he doesn't pay child support to, like, you'll see in some of these videos, he plays it off like he's like this super dad, like super single dad, and so cute. And, like, that's what he's going for. It's like, he wants the ladies' pants to start melting, basically. Or like, oh, that's so cute. That's so hot. He's a good dad. Like, that's the look he's going for. But he's just a deadbeat scumbag at the end of the day. He used his wife's MS diagnosis to start a $25,000 fraudulent GoFundMe for her. And by the way, he wrote awful text messages to her saying like that's why God gave you MS, because you're a piece of shit or something like that. After his ex-wife asked a probate court judge to issue a ruling preventing her daughter from being exploited by him on TikTok, he then went on TikTok to ask strangers to write affidavits, however you want to pronounce it, to the judge vouching for his character. I shit you not. Complete strangers on there. Like, I mean, think of how much of a loser you have to be. A judge is telling you to cut this shit with your daughter on TikTok. Stop exploiting her. And what do? You go to your thousands of followers who are strangers. You don't know any of these people. And you're just like, hey, can you guys write affidavits about saying what a good guy I am and how we should keep being allowed to exploit my daughter? Like, yeah, we should totally do that. That sounds like a great idea. His most recent ex-girlfriend had a restraining order out on him, and still has a restraining order out on him after he threatened and harassed her, and he made a fake OnlyFans account for her. He got an apartment in her name. After they broke up, he squatted there, left her with the bill. He then made a TikTok complaint saying that she wanted to get back with him. I've seen his ex-girlfriend. She's hot. There's no way, no friggin' way that, I mean, the guy has a certain type. He likes good-looking women. And obviously good-looking women like men who have money, and that's the whole scam he's got going for him, is that he pretends like he's got money. He doesn't actually have money. He's actually a broke piece of shit. And he's like, his whole fucking life is a fraud. Everything about this guy is just fraudulent. He began to pimp out his newest girlfriend named Maddie using a fraudulent company called Agency X. He used his 22-year-old son's social security number to rent a nice apartment, which stayed in his son's name. While he went to prison, his son later found out what happened and is now facing horrendous debt. He scammed multiple TikTok creators with large platforms. Two in particular that I could think of, one by the name of Inked Plumber, who has posted a lot about this gentleman. Apparently, like, Inked Plumber has a big following on TikTok, and this guy approached Inked Plumber about selling merch from, like, I'm going to make the merch, the e-commerce, basically. Now, like, for instance, I don't make my own shirts. Like, these shirts, like, I use a third party to do it, right? Like, I'm not shipping these out when you buy a Turtleboy shit in the store. So this guy wanted to be the third party. He offers the guy, like, hey, I will make the stuff for you, ship them out, we'll streamline it, blah, blah, blah. They said, cool. Why wouldn't they? You know, you get your cut and he gets his. And so all of Inked Plumber's followers started to buy merch, what they thought was Inked Plumber merch. And this guy was supposed to make it and send it. He didn't send shit. He just pocketed the money. So now all of Inked Plumber's fans, they're not going to yell at Mike Bates because they don't know who the fuck Mike Bates is. They're like, dude, what the hell? So he made him look bad in front of his own followers. And so all these people are just left out in the dust. He got called out by that. He's never owned up to it. Here's some examples. Like, this is what I mean. When I mean, like, the most smackable face I've ever fucking seen. This dude. Just watch this. A father's job is to teach her how a lady should be treated. Meanwhile, the dude's got an order on him. That's the exact opposite of how. So he tries to pretend like he's this, like, single dad, like, teaching his daughter to navigate the world. You should teach her to stay away from people like you. That's what you should do.
All the hate out there, all the jealousy. This is what we have to say about that.
Oh my God.
Everybody want to talk about the guy from the day, but I'm comes out with a move with my forgot about Dre.
All the
Oh my God, that poor girl. So she's being exploited. What else we got here? I mean, just look at this. The team Mike and Mia, that's what he goes by. Again, nobody would buy shit if it was just Team Mike. I mean, look at this fucking dude. He's 46. This guy, I've never seen somebody use this much Botox in my life. Like, you know, he goes heavy on the Botox. This dude does not have a wrinkle on his face ever. And he's 46. That's not natural. This guy goes to the same fucking face doctor as Nancy Pelosi, I think. Here we go. What's this one? Oh my God. Oh, make it stop. Oh no. Oh, for fuck's sake. Don't do it. Kill me now. Kill me now. Oh, stop. No, no, no more. Oh God. How about this one? This is when she wants that Dunkin's.
When she wants that Dunkin's.
What are we driving?
Hey, true, bet that up for the track. We'll take it to the top.
Okay, so he's really cool. He's got a Maserati. He probably hasn't paid for it. What's this one? Oh, this one. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, here's the printers. That's literally a backyard full of printers right there. Again, it's fenced in. Like, dude, it was stacked all the way up. Stacked all the way up. What's this one?
I'm chasing dragons.
Okay, this is when the ex text, it's a new year, can we start over? That was the ex that has the restraining order on him. She never texted him saying that. But again, he has to make it seem he has got this whole image like, I got life by the balls. Hot chicks want me, but they can't hold me down because I'm single hot dad with the Botox and I'm out here and I got a TikTok channel and my daughter loves me and all this shit. It's like, no, dude, nobody fucking wants you. You're a fraud. You're an absolute fucking fraud.
This dragon's got my hand.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm an honest man. I'm chasing dragons. This dragon's got my hand.
There is no way this guy has not sucked a dick before. No fucking way. You will never convince me otherwise. How about this one?
Top, make it drop. That's a wet. That's
oh my God. Oh no.
That's a wet.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Wop, wop, wop. That's a wet. That's a wet. Macaroni in a pot. That's a wet. That's a wet. Huh.
Oh Jesus Christ. Last one, I promise.
What's up, guys? It's Mike.
Oh, this is the one where he asked for
different
the
post this time. I really need your help. So if you guys can hang out with me for 60 seconds, I would really appreciate it. This is completely out of character for me. I never do these. I don't think anyone should air their business on social media, but I kind of feel like I have no choice. I know we always have a choice, but it has something to do with social media, and that's why I'm here. So I really need you guys to listen carefully, and then I'm going to ask your opinion after it. As you guys know, this is my account, but Mia's often on it making her cameos because she's always here, and we love doing them together. Recently, I've been accused of extorting my daughter for my own personal gain.
Exploiting,
whether it be
asshole,
monetary
not
reasons or followers or whatever is in their brain they think I'm doing. They feel the remedy should be permanently with the other party and cutting my parenting time in half. No more social media for Mia, no more TikTok for Mia, and that's it. You guys come in. I obviously can't get affidavits from everyone because it's tomorrow. So if you guys don't mind, leave a comment. Tell me what you think our account's about. Do a duet. Whatever you can do will help us.
Oh, my God. He actually thought that would help. Like he's going to bring into the judge. Hey, check out what Sexy Girl 428 has to say. She thinks my TikToks are the bomb. Oh, yeah, that will definitely help you get custody, asshole. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with this man? So he's a moron. And so that was the blog on him. Now, he disappeared for a while. I would periodically get updates about stupid shit he was doing, but it was just more TikToks and stuff. But scammers are going to scam, and they can't help themselves because it's not like they can get a real job and survive. Enter this guy. This guy's name is Victor Oliveira, and he is an admitted heroin dealer who spent time in prison for dealing drugs. I believe this is him. No, somebody said this is not him, but either way, he went to jail for dealing drugs. So whatever, I'll take that part out. If that's not him, if it's a different Victor Oliveira, fine. So be it. So be it. But there is another Victor Oliveira who at a Lowell district court. And I searched all the district courts in and around his area. There just happens to be another gentleman by that name or who has that name who defaulted recently on a small claims lawsuit by these are collections agencies. Whenever you see one of those, and they always default. These people never show up to court. It's just what they do. So if this is him, which whatever. So this is another Victor Oliveira, and I believe this is the guy. So this is Victor R. I don't know. The other one was Victor C, the drug dealer. But again, he dealt drugs. So whatever. If that's not him, he dealt drugs either way because he admitted he dealt drugs. And on this one, this is his probate court documents from 2016. It says he has to pay $142 a week in child support. He owed $12,868.47 at the time. Now, he now owns a company. Now, again, if that's not him, I apologize, and I'll take that part out. But that's a very minor part of the story, quite frankly. The big part of the story here is what we're going to get into now. This guy owns a landscaping company called VCO Landscaping Company based out of Saugus. And he started a TikTok channel where he kind of does what Mike Bates does a little bit. Like tries to make himself seem like super guy in order to gain more followers. And how do you do that? Well, he calls himself the good boss. He basically films himself bringing what appear to be illegal immigrants coffee and donuts and whatnot, and being like, see, I'm an awesome fucking boss. Here's 30 seconds of me giving them free coffee. Like, I'm the shit. And all these morons like it. And they're like, oh, I wish you were my boss. Good boss. You're the good boss. You're the best boss. And he was very impressed with himself. And then he kind of switched it up a little bit. All right. Because he's like, he started driving around Lowell. And if you've ever been to Lowell before, there's no shortage of panhandlers there and junkies. And he would film himself offering junkies jobs, basically. And he's going to get their life together and to come work for him. And so we went from the good boss to something a little bit different, like the good junkie angel or whatever. I don't know what exactly he's doing here, but he was featured on WCVB News. And what's this text say? Yeah. VCO, yeah, Victor's company. Yeah. I know it's Victor's company. So Kevin, he's got this one guy in particular by the name of Kevin Scrow, who he claims he found on a street corner, offered a job, and sent to a rehab facility for a month in Texas. Let's watch this. This was on WCVB News, Channel 5 in October.
We're gonna grab the wheelbarrow.
Victor Oliveira is the owner of 𝗵𝗂𝗃 Landscaping, but to his millions of followers on TikTok, he's the good boss.
Take care of the ones that take care of you.
When he started posting on the social media site, Victor didn't expect much.
It wasn't big at the time. I made a few videos. I showed my work, my guys working.
There you go. But videos he posted showing his appreciation for his guys caught on. With his business growing, he decided to look for people on the street in need of help.
So we got a job site down the street if you want to work.
Victor is a big believer in second chances. Years ago, he was caught selling drugs. He served time in prison.
I got to say that completely changed, my look on life entirely.
Most of his job offers went nowhere, but he had a different feeling on this day.
My name's Victor. Kevin? Kevin, hopefully you call me.
That was his first encounter with 𝗵𝗂𝗃, who didn't immediately call, but Victor was persistent, as were his followers.
That video got 10.3 million views. I truly hope that he's seen it.
Kevin did, and he showed up.
Here I am. Here he is.
Before the video was even over, I called him on the phone while I was watching it. And from that point forward, he's been there.
Kevin says his struggle with drugs started young.
I was about 14. I just couldn't get myself out of it.
When he met.
So, like, we are to believe, right, that this guy here had no idea whatsoever. He had no idea who Kevin was. And now they're just best friends. Like, that's what they want us to believe. Okay. Okay, sure thing. I mean, maybe. I'm not saying he's
Victor,
not. But...
he was sleeping under a bridge. Kevin says what Victor gave him was a sense of empowerment.
Not so much in the concept of telling me what I needed to do, but giving me the realization that I'm capable of doing that.
He didn't really have much support around him. He just honestly needed that person to lift him up.
With Victor's encouragement and the support of his followers, Kevin made it through detox, was gifted a month in rehab in Texas through an organization called Roofers in Recovery.
Make a little wish.
Victor flying him out and picking him up.
Somebody that does the things that that man does, if there were more of him, it would be a lot better of a place.
He's definitely showed up. I told him the other day, I said, I don't consider you an employee. I consider you my friend.
Oh,
as for the impact of TikTok, Kevin says having complete strangers cheering him on virtually has actually been a huge help.
It's therapeutic for me to be able to go on and...
Okay, so that's wonderful. Now, people are messaging me right now telling me that this gentleman is live on Instagram right now responding to this. So I think what we should do right now is just check in on him and see what he's got. A little fair use situation going on here. So let's check out what he's talking about over here on his Instagram live.
Back in 2018, because a blogger posted untrue info about him. Now look what he's doing to other people. Yes, that's what my fiance just showed me.
Okay, so
like,
let's
come on, man. If
let's
like
see how
I
he
said in my
responds.
YouTube video,
Watch
if you guys
this.
haven't seen the YouTube video, if you want to post something about me or someone that I'm affiliated with, come at me first. Let's get the facts straight.
I did
so it
come
can
at
be
you.
True. Like the shit's not even true.
What's not true?
That's crazy.
Name one thing that's
If
not
we're
true.
stealing money, let the IRS come get us.
They're gonna get
Seriously,
you. Oh, they're gonna get
welcome
you.
them. I welcome the
Oh,
IRS. If anyone
it's-
works for them, I welcome you to come look at our books.
The Attorney
And I can
General
show
is
you
gonna look at
that I
them,
came out
trust
of my
me.
own personal pocket to
Oh,
help people.
Sure you did.
So I'm sorry that I'm worked up, guys. I really am sorry.
Oh, very serious.
But
He's mad.
I don't like people like Turtleboy.
Uh-oh.
Plumber.
Uh-oh.
I
Why
look at
not?
them as bullies.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
I
the
fucked
bullies,
around in high
right?
school. I was a little bit of a bully. I'll admit that.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
I'm
a
not
little
afraid
bit.
to admit it.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't bad, but
Didn't you go to
everyone
jail?
fucks up.
Yeah, sometimes you
Like,
go to
come
jail.
on.
Yeah, sometimes you go to jail for
Fucking
selling drugs.
life.
Yeah, shit happens. Normal.
Yeah,
occurrence.
turtle turd.
Yeah,
turtle turd.
Oh!
You're watching this turtle turd.
Boom, roasted.
You're from Massachusetts. Why would you even attempt to spread fake rumors from a
Name
fellow
one-
Bostonian?
Name one thing. You're
Seriously.
from Lowell, bro. Chill out.
Get your facts
Bostonian,
straight.
okay?
The next blog you post, get your facts straight,
Oh,
buddy.
name one thing that I got my facts
Wrong.
straight. Name one thing I got
Absolutely wrong.
Why don't you just come on here? Why? I mean, what are we doing right here? We're talking. You're talking. You're watching me. You're watching you.
I'll always stay positive. I'm
Why don't you
allowed to
just
be
come
upset.
on?
Thank you very much.
Come on. Why don't you just
yeah,
come
he's
on
from
the stream?
Mass. Turtle boy, turtle. I don't even want to say it because I don't
Yeah.
want to be that person.
Oh, you are,
really don't.
dude. You're doing a stream about me.
I'm all up and positive from here. I did my jail time. It really, really changed me.
Where's the
I see
210,000?
life.
Oh,
I sat there for almost 2 years.
You're freaking
thought
out.
about
Look at him.
what am I going to do to better myself?
Yeah. Oh, start scamming.
Look, this is
Start
what I
scamming.
did with
What'd
the
you
help
do? What did you
of
do?
everyone that we put through the Good Project. If you're in here and we put you through the Good Project, please drop a comment.
Oh, I have
you've
an email.
been nothing but great to me. Your past means shit to me.
What?
In a good way.
Oh,
Everyone has a past.
I got a funny
judge
email about
people
this guy.
by the way that they present themselves to me in person. I don't go online, read articles, and say, "Oh, what a piece of shit." I ain't gonna talk to him. Nope, that's not me. Nope.
I just commented. Let's see if he sees it. Come on the stream.
Anthony, thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Come on.
He helped my dad. What did he post? He posted all bullshit articles.
He helped my
about
dad.
Me
He
and
says.
Mike. Yeah, some of it's true. But what the hell is? Like,
Some of
not
it's
like
true.
It's
What?
fucking,
What?
Like
What's
we
he's like?
killed someone or
Oh,
I don't even want to say the other thing.
As long as you didn't kill someone, well,
Was
setting
he
the bar
in-
high there.
was-
Setting the
what
bar
was
high.
incorrect in the article?
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right.
Yeah,
You want me to
okay.
go through it right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll go
Let's
through
do
it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Let's go. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
Let's see.
I thought we were going through it.
Turtle.
Oh, he got me. He got me. Turtle.
All right.
Don't poke the turtle, my
All right.
friend.
I'm
You
gonna
poked it.
stop. I mean, I made a video on YouTube. If you guys wanna check it out.
Oh, he made a video.
All right, so he
Things are getting
starts off
serious.
with Michael Bates.
Yep. What? We're gonna
I
skip
already
over
know
that?
about Michael's past.
What? And you're okay with it?
Hold
You're
on a
okay with the
second.
criminal running your finances? Oh, he's reading my text right now. I said, "Come on the stream."
No, I'm good, bro.
Ah,
Okay.
coward! I'm
All
calling
right.
him. I'm
So we
calling
got
him
Michael.
right
He
now.
talks about Michael.
We're
I'm gonna
calling him.
I'm gonna skip Michael. I'm gonna talk about myself here. He's got the news article. That is 100% true. He's got my Commonwealth versus Victor Oliveira trafficking. That is me. I served time. I went to prison. I sold drugs.
Hey, what's up?
I'm sorry. Sorry if I hurt anyone.
Wait, why don't you just come on mine? I got way
Let's
more
see, he's got
listeners.
a couple things here. Small claims magistrate. Right underneath that, he has Victor Oliveira,
got-
10 Kenmar Drive. That's not me.
What?
That's
You're
not
not.
me,
You are.
Turtleboy.
You're feeding into it right now, but
Not me at all.
you're scared.
Hey, Turtleboy.
You try to text me.
Hey, listen, I'm going to continue my live. I'm not going to
Yes.
jump in your live. So
Yes.
you do your thing, okay?
Could have overdosed right now.
What? Who's the?
It doesn't really matter.
Oh,
I'm gonna-
save
I'm gonna
someone's
do my
life. Why?
thing.
So we could go to
I'm
the
not gonna
Mike
feed
Bates
into your
Fund,
bullshit,
so they can go to the Mike
and
Bates
that's it.
Child Support
You
Fund.
can have
No,
fun with
thank
your
you.
life. I'm not going to feed into it, okay?
Oh,
I'm
why
not
is he
feeding-
calling himself
I'm
the
not
CFO?
jumping on
What
your
does the
live
F
and
and
feeding into
CFO
it.
stand
I
for?
already gave you a chance to meet up with me in person.
Oh,
but
because
no,
you said who
try to
touches the
text
money.
me
The F
saying
stands
that
for
you wanna
financial.
donate to help
Did you know
a
that?
person that's in
He's
recovery
advertising himself as the CFO.
That could have overdosed right now. You could have saved someone's life. You're a piece of shit, okay?
No, but you're why isn't he
The
listed
Mike
on the
Bates Fund.
Secretary of State's website?
What did I
why
tell
is
you
your
about
girlfriend
Mike
and your
Bates?
mother on
He doesn't
there?
handle any money, didn't I? Didn't I tell you that?
Hold on. I gotta mute the IG because I'm getting
What the
bad,
fuck
bad,
does it even matter?
feedback. Hold on.
If he's a COO.
Why does he have to be listed on the Secretary of State? Because he's listed. Well, your family is on the board of directors. Your family's on the board of directors.
Why do you have Victor Oliveira, 10 Kenmar Drive? That's not me. Let's see. Let me keep going.
Okay, but that is you. You are the heroin guy.
Oliveira, defendant, and it looks like a child support case. My name is not Victor R. Oliveira.
Okay, so the child support I could take out if that part's inaccurate, but the heroin dealing is real. The heroin dealing's real.
Hey, leave the whole thing up. I know the person I am. I'm bigger than you. Let it go now, okay?
Well, but you're still scamming people. Where's the 210,000? Where'd the 210,000 go? Where'd the 200? Where did Voodoo's 210 go? Yeah, where'd it go? Oh, it was 210. I seen the receipts, my dude.
If we put 19 people through treatment, why don't you put an average of $15,000 on them? How much does that add up to?
But the treatment is being paid for by insurance. The treatment's being paid for by insurance, so you're not paying shit.
The treatment's being paid for by insurance? Do
Yeah.
you even know where we're sending these people?
Where are the receipts to show that where are the receipts to show that you paid that much money for treatment? Where are the receipts? Answer the question.
Do you know where we're sending these people? Do you think we're sending them to a state-funded rehab, bro?
So you where is the receipts? Where is the receipts? Where's the receipts?
Where's the receipts? They're in my filing cabinet on my desk.
So let's see them.
Listen, you have no right to see receipts.
Oh, so you're not. Oh, so you're not. So you're afraid to show the receipts. You could totally prove me wrong right now, dude. You could totally prove me wrong. Why don't you just prove me wrong? I'm not interfering with shit. You're the one who fucked with somebody's life by bringing them to Boston and then abandoning them. Oh, you want to hear an email? I'm interfering with people. No, it's the AGO actually who's going to be looking into you, not the IRS.
You work for the AGO?
No, I don't.
Okay, I heard a bunch of people put complaints in, so why don't you let them come see me? And if they think I did something bad, let them handle it.
Oh, I'm sure they will. But in the meantime, you're still soliciting money. And you were willing to accept my money today. When I offered you the fake money today, you were willing to accept it. That was a test to see if you wanted my money.
2,000 subscribers on YouTube. What are you doing? You're shitting on people.
Yeah, I'm exposing shitbags. That would be, you're the shitbag of the day. That's you. You're the fraud of the day, sir. Well, Michael Bates I've already exposed. He's old news. You're the new guy. The fact that you would want it, why would you want to be associated with a shitbag like Michael Bates? Why would you want to be associated with a shitbag like Michael Bates? Answer the question. I did come to you first, and you acted extremely shady in those texts.
Can I tell you, I acted shady?
Yeah.
I knew it was you from the second.
Oh, yeah, sure you did. Oh, yeah, sure you did. Oh, right, totally. Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I'm sure, because you seem like a real honest guy. Right. Yeah, totally. Post what?
When I end this live, I'll post it on my story so I can show people that you're a shitbag and you should stop shitting on people.
No, so where is the receipts? Bottom line, this can all be cleared up if you show where the $210,000 from Voodoo went. Oh, your lawyer. And what did Voodoo? I talked to Voodoo. He didn't get no receipts. He didn't get any receipts from you. Izzy White hasn't seen any receipts from you. No one's seen any receipts from you. What?
You live with Voodoo?
You're saying he's lying to me?
I'm not saying he's lying. If you live with him, you said, where are the receipts? He got receipts.
He told me he didn't. He told me he didn't when I talked to him this afternoon.
Really?
Yes. Really?
You want to call him on the phone and ask him if he got the receipts?
I did call him on the phone. He said no.
Okay, do you want to call him right now?
How can I call him? I'm talking to you.
Ask him if he got receipts. Call him right now on the live stream.
You want me to call him right now and hang up with you? You just want to hang up so you can get off and you can avoid the humiliation that you're having right now. Well, I'm on the phone with you right now. So you're saying I will call him after this and he can confirm whether or not he got the 210 evidence that you spent the 210 as you said you were going to spend the 210. Because as of right now, you wrote on TikTok that you're not going to give him any evidence. You're not going to show him receipts. You said 4 days.
That was 4 days ago.
Yes.
4 days ago.
Yeah, ancient history. I know. Yeah, 4 days, a long time ago in your world. I know. Yes, I'm actually. It says on TikTok. See the D in 4D. That means days. What was that?
I've been away from this whole thing for over a week because I don't want to deal with it. But you know what? Enough's enough. I had to speak up, buddy. You need to stop shitting on the good people.
Can I add him? I'm adding him to the call right now. You still there? What?
Hi, you've reached.
Oh no, wrong one. Okay.
I can understand if you work for the IRS, but you shouldn't be doing this over social media. You should actually come to me. Come to my office.
Would you show me the receipts if I came to your office?
I'm not sure. Listen, did you donate to the nonprofit? If you donate,
Oh, so that's your policy as long as you didn't get scammed yourself? Oh, I see. So as long, you're live, we're live right now, obviously, right? You knew that though. Okay. Right, of course. Yeah. So they know. So as long as the person doesn't, you want me to come to your office and you're not going to show me receipts?
I told you that I'm not showing you receipts.
Okay, then why would I come to your office?
Why would I show you personal receipts?
To prove that you're not a scam artist? Because a lot of people seem to think you're a scam artist, including myself.
And you know what? That's fine. But who's the fraud making fucking false things? A whole article on me.
There's nothing false in the article. The article is not false.
It's not
not even half me.
You have not provided receipts, and I'm asking you right now. Do you realize how easy this would be to just be like, if you wanted to right now, you could give me the biggest fuck you by just showing me the receipts and be like, fuck you, Turtle. Here's the receipts. You look like a fucking idiot, but you're not doing that. And why is that?
Do you know that no one is entitled to individual receipts?
Okay, so that's an excuse.
My 990 form will be published to show you that we're in the negative.
Yeah, but in the meantime, you're still collecting money on people. You're still soliciting.
And I'm going to say this in the live stream. I'm not going to show receipts to a Turtleboy who talks about.
Well, you can call me Aidan. You can call me Aidan, but
That's not me, bro.
that fucks a dog in the ass.
No, yeah. Why don't you watch your Facebook?
I fucked a dog in the ass on Facebook.
Cat or a dog? You'd rather fuck a dog, you said.
Oh, a joke? Okay, gotcha. So that's all you got? So that's your deflection, is I made a joke about bestiality? Okay, gotcha. Okay, all right. So bottom line here is you claim to have receipts, but you're not showing that to anyone. And the person that donated $210,000 to you, you don't feel like you should show him receipts. Listen.
You have your facts wrong.
What do I got? It seems like I got him right, actually.
$210,000. He donated $190,000.
Oh, that makes it way better. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Who's your lawyer? Richard 𝗵𝗶𝗃𝗃? Who's your lawyer?
Richard 𝗵𝗃𝗃.
Yeah.
Another statement.
Well, I'm asking you, do you have attorney Richard 𝗵𝗃𝗃? Because he pounds it, man.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Dick 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃, he's the man. But go ahead.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so bottom line here, so your lawyer emailed, you're saying that your lawyer sent the receipts to Voodoo showing where his $210,000 went. Is that,
I would say yeah.
you would say yeah. You would say yeah.
All right, so why don't you just fucking cut to the punch, bro?
I think I did.
You want each receipt where all the money went? So
Yes, that's how a legitimate nonprofit works.
That's
Yes.
how you want it. Okay, well, you're not going to get that.
Oh, why not?
Why would you be entitled to that?
Well, don't you want to show the world that you're not a scam artist? Doesn't your reputation mean anything to you?
I'm not a scam artist. By showing receipts, I don't have to.
Okay, so you don't have to, but you could clear this up. You know, this makes you look so much more guilty, right? What's happening right now, you're not helping yourself at all. You know that, right? Like, if there was any doubt that you were possibly, I think that's the opinion of the vast majority of people watching. Let's take a vote in the comments right now. Vote 1 if you think vote 1 if you guys think that this phone call has helped him. Vote 2 if you think it made him look worse. Go ahead. I'm going to see how many people vote in this. Let's see the poll. I have faith in you.
If the IRS wants receipts, they can come to me and check every single receipt. I'm not going to show them to some blogger that shits on people.
Oh, okay. So what about the guy that donated 210? You're going to show him? He says he didn't. So he's lying. He's lying. Then you're saying? Yeah. Except I have nothing better to do expose assholes. Guilty as charged. This is what I do for a living.
I'm going to continue helping people. That's what I'm
Oh, you know, you keep hiding behind that, but are you really helping people?
I'm not hiding behind shit, bro.
Did you help Steele Walker?
I think your text was so funny this morning. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I mean, I pretended to be somebody donating money, and you couldn't wait for me to donate money. You were like, as soon as you saw the word donation, you were like, let's do it. How can I help you? Yeah, you wanted my imaginary money. I got it.
All right, hey, listen. Where's my letters from Voodoo? Where are they? Certified letters. Going to my mother, my fiance, me,
Yeah.
and Michael.
You guys didn't get the certified letters.
Where are the letters?
Well, he sent them to the address listed on the Secretary of State's website. Was that not accurate?
Never received them.
Oh.
You know what's funny? I get everything emailed to me the morning before all my mail comes.
Just show the receipts, man. Why can't you just show the receipts? This all ends if you show the receipts.
It's all bullshit.
So
It's $1,000 a day.
let's talk about Mike Bates. Do you think it's a good idea for your nonprofit, if it wants to be legitimate, to associate with somebody like Mike Bates, who is in fact a criminal? He's a so do you think that's a good idea to associate with a known criminal?
I know for a fact that I have not stolen money. I put my own.
Can you please answer the question, sir? Do you think it's a good idea for your nonprofit to associate with a well-known convicted criminal like Mike Bates?
If he has a past like that,
it's not a past.
It may not look good. It may not look good. No, but Mike has done more than anyone in my nonprofit.
What's he done?
Helping these guys continue to stay
What exactly? How does he help people stay sober? Can you explain that to me?
He sends them a text every single day.
Oh.
Motivational speeches, talks to them every day. gives them money out of his own pocket.
Oh, really? He sends money. What? Well, the money he's supposed to pay for child support? The 15 grand he owes for child support is going to these guys. Does he have receipts on those? So Mike Bates sends these guys money he sends money to drug addicts every day, and you think that's a good idea? Wait, is that what you're saying? It's not his past, it's his present.
It's his present.
Yes.
Are you fucking stupid?
So you're saying that he helps drug addicts by sending them text messages and cash?
I never said text messages.
You actually did say, you said both of those, but.
To help them. We don't give them cash like that.
No, you just said that he sends them money.
Correct. He'll send them money. If they need something important, they'll give him a receipt. And he'll cash out them. I'll cash out them.
Okay, so that's so Mike Bates does all that. So Mike Bates, it's not his past though. It's his present. This is him in the present actually.
What I'm saying is if someone needs help that we put through treatment, Mike is there for him.
How is he there for them?
Even if it's with a couple bucks to help them.
So how is giving drug addicts money helping them? They're going to spend it on drugs.
What are you calling them a drug addict for?
You don't help drug addicts? Are you kidding me? That's your whole shtick.
Talking about once they're clean through the program. So what are you saying gives them money?
Clean? They're just magically clean? They no longer have a desire to have drugs after that?
Once they continue.
Oh, yeah, because they never relapse. Didn't your friend Kevin relapse when you ditched him in Kansas?
Ditched him in Kansas.
Did you not leave him behind because you went to go see Jimmy Darts in California? Did you not abandon him because you went to go see Jimmy Darts in California?
And then he had to take his daughter back, and I took a day trip to go handle.
And you left Kevin. And what did Kevin do when you were gone? What happened to Kevin? What happened to Kevin? What happened to Kevin when you were gone? What happened to Kevin? Did he relapse?
Great man for his donations. Izzy White, great man for what he does.
Izzy White isn't fond of you. Izzy White does not seem very fond of you. He seems to think you're a scam artist too.
Trust me, I know that, okay? I've been through it, and I'm going to end it here with you because I know the person I am, and I'm not like you, okay?
Oh, we're nothing. You got that right. We are nothing alike. We are. I know I'm not. You're not. No one's going to get receipts. No one is. But I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here when you get.
We do this. How about everyone in your live stream goes to the IRS and reports me?
The AGO's office, you mean? The AGO's office.
How's that? How's that? Is that fair? Everyone in your live stream.
Yeah, feel free, guys. File a complaint with the Attorney General's office, with Andrea Campbell's.
Come at me, and then we'll have a later discussion, okay?
Okay, but in the meantime, can you stop soliciting money from people? That's all.
I hope you have a good night, okay?
Okay. Okay, you I know you're not. I know. Scammer's gonna scam. Okay. All right. So that was interesting. I don't think that phone call was helpful for his cause. I think, in my opinion, I want to see on the live chat, like, are his own followers.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Victor, stop now. They're like, dude, stop.
Night, okay, I'm not gonna stop doing what I do.
Ah, bro, what are you doing? Oh man, yeah, they're like,
man, turtle turd. Wow. Holy shit.
Defamation of character.
You believe this fucking idiot?
Yeah, I'm the idiot. Yeah. Sorry, I can't stop watching this guy.
Wow.
Is that the girlfriend?
Holy shit.
Whoa. Holy shit.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
Oh my God. I'm speechless.
the best part when he was
fucking like, speechless.
Like, why are you doing this? I don't know.
Holy
it's my
shit.
Job. Because, like, why are you
What did I just miss?
Me?
I can't even reiterate that.
Yeah,
Man.
totally.
I hope he seeks help.
Yeah, I'm the one that seeks help.
I wonder if he's a user.
Hopefully,
we can put him through the program.
Oh God,
I'll give
no,
him
thank
a
you.
scholarship.
No, thank you. You'll leave me in a fucking cornfield in Kansas.
Whew, you're right. He is making money off this. Larry,
Yeah.
you want to call him, Larry? Yeah, here you go. 1-413-262-6909, Larry.
Oh, he's giving out my number
Call him
on
up.
Instagram Live. He's doxing me.
1-413-262-6909.
I guess if we're fine, if we're doing numbers, if we're doing numbers,
Hey, Turtle Turd, just to let you know, you might get a call from Larry and a few other people that we put through treatment.
Okay, well, here's his number.
Stop shitting on good people.
Victor's number is, if you guys want to call him, since we're doing the doxing now, 781-808.
Get your facts straight. Get your story straight. And you will not get receipts.
I know I won't. No one will.
413
Yeah,
262
okay. 781-808-8282. 𝗵𝗂𝗴𝗹. So now I'm getting the calls.
I'm all done with
from the
this, guys.
restricted numbers. So this is how he's going to play this game. That's fine.
I'm all
You're
done with
acting
this.
like I don't
It
got a
really
burner
is.
phone, my
It's
dude.
annoying.
You're acting like I don't got
You
a
know,
burner
you want to know
phone.
the biggest
I'm
thing
getting
that
the text
pissed me off
messages
today?
from Oregon
This
saying
guy
I'm a
kept
shitbag.
me away from my kids.
So this is
I told
going to
them I'd be
happen
home at
now.
a certain
Dude's giving
time,
out my phone number.
and when
So
I came
we're
home, I
doing a
couldn't even play
doxing
with
war.
them.
Again,
You know how much that fucking bothers me?
781-808-8034. So this really makes him look good, obviously.
It fucking kills me.
Yeah.
Someone said Ink's a user.
Yeah, Inked is a user and a drinker.
Ink is one of the more honest people I've spoken to in this.
It's awful. I'm so sick of this shit.
I know you are.
Apparently
I know.
Boy does too. That's all he's good at.
Oh, I got Jersey Jerry texting me right now. So I'd be willing to have him on too.
I'll go tomorrow and get a new phone. I don't care. This is not the phone where people get help on.
Yeah. So this guy is what you're watching, Jerry. Is this guy is a complete scammer? He
Larry,
has just
thank
been
you.
completely exposed on here for what he is. It's really simple. So let's go.
All right.
I
think I'm gonna end this now. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, that worked out really well for you. That was a great idea going live. Great idea going live. So here's what so he's giving out my number. He's doxing me, and that's fine. Whatever. You act like I've never been doxed before. I'll be okay. Let's go back to what actually happened because we didn't even get to finish this goddamn blog. So this is him on the website. Here he is with the on the website on the corporations division. This is his girlfriend or baby mama, whatever, Lindsay. She's listed as the clerk on the website, on the Secretary of State's website. And nowhere on here do you see Mike Bates, who seems to be heavily involved in all of this. And his mother's listed on there, Renee. And I don't see them much involved in this. Now, he was on Barstool Sports. And again, this isn't his Barstool's fault. They were looking for a feel-good story. They did a lot of stuff during the pandemic with helping small businesses and stuff like that. And so they're looking to do like a feel-good story here, right? About recovery. And this guy was featured on WCVB already. And so they're looking, and this is what happens. This is Jersey Jerry. He's a Barstool Sports personality. And listen to this. Watch this.
It's spreading more positive. Yeah. No, back.
Who has most special stories I have ever heard, man. It's just truly remarkable. So you're a full-time employee now, pretty much, right?
Yeah. So I mean, there's still more. I mean, obviously, people comment on my page, "Are you in recovery?" Most people don't know, but I have 10 years clean. I went to prison back in 2012 for selling drugs.
Okay.
And I built my life after that. I came out. I have 2 businesses. Ever since I put him in the rehab, I started a nonprofit called The Good Project. And it's only been 2.5 months since I started it. And we have put 10 people through the Good Project program.
That's amazing. So speaking of that, I figured you'd bring that up. I'm going to speak at an event Wednesday. So in 2 days, I'm going to speak at an event. And it's for somebody from my hometown who struggled and unfortunately, lost his life to this disease. And his sister reached out and asked me if I would love to speak at the event. And I said,
Listen
of
to
course,
this.
no problem. And she said, how much do we have to pay you? I said, listen, I don't take money for this kind of stuff. And then she said, hey, listen, I have to give you something. So what I'm going to do is think of a movement or an organization that you want us to donate the money to. And I said, okay, I'll let you know. And then, I scrolled through your TikTok for a couple nights in a row. I watched a couple of Kevin's videos. And what I'm going to do is Wednesday when I go to speak, I'm going to have her, after, all the events done, I'm going to donate whatever she wants to donate to the Good Project, man, for you guys. Because what you guys are doing is super special, man. And I'm the type of guy.
So, yeah, I mean, that's it's like, dude, that's sad almost. Like, so his friend passed away. Somebody knows passed away from addiction. Sister is like, can you speak at his eulogy or whatever? And hold on, don't call right now. Don't call on Facebook. We can talk after. But basically, stop calling. So basically, hold on. God damn it, these people. I'm just turning the phone off for a bit. Anyway, so basically, they ask him like, what do we pay you for this? And he says, you don't have to pay me anything. And they're like, well, we'd like to make a donation to a cause. And he's like, well, and then he sees these guys on TikTok and he sees them kind of going viral with all the stuff, giving food to the homeless, the self-promotion and stuff like that. And he's like, well, this is as good as cause as any. And he has them on and they play him. Like they're lying to him this whole time. And they're misrepresenting it a lot. And in his defense, a lot of people have fallen for this. I don't fault anyone for having good intentions, which he clearly did. Some people just don't have a nose for the scammers like I do. And I know a scammer when I see one. And this guy is just so over the top with the virtue signaling that like, it just didn't smell right. And again, his association with this scumbag was what it came down to. Mike Bates is a scamming piece of shit. Any involvement with him. And by the way, he was notified about Mike Bates 3 months ago by the Inked Plumber gentleman from TikTok, who let him know, here's the deal with this guy. He went to prison. He's been convicted of securities fraud. He's shady. You don't want to be associated with him. He told Inked Plumber, I'm going to cut ties. He never cut ties. And so he's choosing to keep this guy around, knowing what a depraved individual he is. And like I said, this is Mike Bates's LinkedIn right here. And as you can see here, he's got like, he advertises himself as the vice president of the Good Project. The vice president. Over here, he calls himself the CFO. And again, the F in CFO stands for financial, which would indicate that he touches the money. Here he calls himself, he's also a realtor. Apparently he calls himself here. Somebody in the comments says you were listed a few weeks ago as the CFO, but it was removed. He's like, no, COO. Oh, okay. Here is his most recent probate court document stating undeniably that he owes $14,962. When you go to the Good Project's website, immediately you are bombarded with donate, which is fine because it's a nonprofit. They're going to need donations, but it's just immediate. And they ask for a lot of money. They claim they have phases here. So they're looking for big donors. And you got to read this mission statement. I thought it's like written by a kindergartner or something when I read this. I mean, this talk about taking 5 seconds to come up with the slogan here, being lazy. The Good Project is currently made up of a team of 3 that wants to do good. Okay. TGP offers opportunities to people that are homeless, addicted to a substance, and ready. With our 4-phase program, we truly give the person a winning chance to succeed. TGP doesn't stop there. We help our projects they call the human beings projects. We call our projects transition. We help our projects transition from each phase, as well as support our graduates for a lifetime as long as they continue to do good. What? Good project, but how? Like, what does any of this mean? What does any of this mean? And you go down here and it's like, so for a $1,000 to $5,000 donation, you get a certificate of good, which apparently is like some certificate he prints off his computer that just says you're good. So you get a $5,000 and it goes to a project. You get to sponsor a junkie, basically. That's his whole thing. For an extra $5,000, you get a sponsorship at one of his events, which to my knowledge, I've never seen one of his events advertised anywhere. I feel like he would put that out there. So basically it's the same as the first package because there are no events. And then you also get, for over 10 grand, you get a shout out basically on one of his TikTok videos, which is great. Now you go through it and everything on his page is just shameless, like self-promotion. Like if you're going to help addicts out, do it for the right reasons. This guy's doing everything for the gram. Like everything about this guy is like, so he can be seen doing it. Like, and I don't trust people like that. And like, look at this, look at the title of this video, helping a single mom get the necessities she needs for her and her kids. Like why, if you were poor like this, right, and you needed this guy's help to like clothe your kids, blur the kids' faces out, like do so, like respect their privacy. Like there's other kids walking around Walmart here, like helping a single mom get necessities. Like, oh no, she couldn't have, like she needs this guy. It's just shameless, man. Like exploiting these people, helping the homeless with
passing
Bobby.
out food and more to the homeless with Kevin and Bobby.
Like they film themselves going into the slums of Lowell. Like, this is all for likes. That's all this is. Then we got down here. They even have himself tipping well at Dunkin' Donuts.
Tipping more than expected.
Let me see the video.
She remembered
All right,
me
yeah,
from
take this
last
then.
time.
Yeah, I want to tip you guys. Don't run away. I'm not videoing. It's for you guys.
This together, okay.
Together.
Yeah, thank you, love. God bless you.
Okay. So there's that. In a particularly, now this one I was just so grossed out by, and he does this a lot. Like I'm like, this can't be serious. He films himself driving around Lowell or wherever and finding junkies and offering them. I mean, talk about degrading. He gives them a goddamn wheel to spin, like freaking Wheel of Fortune or some shit. And you get a prize. And he films you doing it. Like, what? I shit you not. I'm like, this can't be real. He does this.
Spin to win for homeless with Kevin.
Like it's a game show.
Money.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What about spinning the wheel?
Okay, I'll
Spin the wheel? All right.
Spin the wheel. It's like this woman is homeless. It's funny. It's funny. She's homeless.
Spin it again. Free haircut. Spin it again.
A free haircut.
Let's see what we got. Woo! Take a look at it.
$50 Walmart card?
Yeah. You want it?
Yeah.
All right. All right. You gift you. All right.
You don't have cash on you, do you?
No.
Okay, $50.
First of all, she's asking for cash. She's asking for cash. That should be the biggest red flag ever. She's on the street for a reason, dude. Almost like you're not homeless if you're not addicted to some sort of substance. When you might as well go to Diego and get the blue magic from him and give it right to her and just inject it into her veins. That's what you're doing right now. She wants cash. What do you think she's going to do with the gift card? What do you think she's going to do with the gift card? She's going to cash it in. Of course she's going to. She's going to sell it for $30 or something. The $50 gift card. But he doesn't give a shit because he's getting likes and retweets, and he's getting the attention of Barstool and WCVB, and he's Mr. Good Boss or whatever.
Is it real?
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, I'm so awesome. Here's another
Hitting
one.
50 the homeless man with the spin to win.
50.
Like, this is degrading.
How are you? You cold? Yeah. What are you doing? What up?
I'm like dying of frostbite, dude. Yeah. Yeah, you want to spin? We're on Instagram.
Come on. Huh? We're going to win.
Yeah, exactly. If he's a former addict, he knows this.
So here, look. Take a look at the wheel. Yeah. All right. Then grab the wheel. Give it a spin. There you go.
Yeah. So there's that. And like, look what's on here. Blanket, $20 cash. I mean, this is fucking disgusting, man. He puts their faces on there like they're homeless. They're happy to be seen as homeless. You have 2.5 million TikTok followers. And he's just like, so you can go on his site and like donate for Angel. Like so you can pick out, it's like a la carte. Like, which addict would you like to help today? And you click on it. And I did click on all these. They all bring me to the same spot, a general donation fund. And to show you how good these guys are doing, they got a good project certificate of completion, which, like I said, looks like something I got for winning the spelling bee in 3rd grade. That's what this looks like. Like, good job. You're clean now. Here's a certificate. Yeah. Problem solved, right? Well, like I said before, these guys, there's 2 guys I spoke with. A guy by the name of Izzy from Baltimore. He runs an organization called the Guardians, and he seems to do a lot of good work down there with helping the homeless and people struggling with drug addictions, etc. And another guy I spoke to in Missouri who just goes by Voodoo Misfits. And Voodoo's been doing a lot of charitable work since 2011 his nonprofit started. And he believed, both him and Izzy believed that these guys were decent, because a lot of people believe they're decent. If you look at their TikTok and the mainstream media is promoting them and they are 501c3 registered, like everything checks out, right? Everything checks out, especially because Mike Bates is not on their website. Like, if Mike Bates was on the website, you run his name through the Google, you're going to get my story on him. And that might raise some red flags. There's a reason they keep him off the official paperwork, because he knows that Mike Bates is bad for business, but that's his boy, or shall I say his partner in crime. And due to the positive press, they donated all this money in projects. And he showed me the receipts. Now, this is just a spreadsheet, of course, but I did actually see in another video, there's so many TikTok videos I watched today, where this actually went to the Good Project's PayPal account. So it all got to him. And a gentleman by the name of Steele Walker, I'm going to invite him up in a couple minutes. Steele Walker is from Oklahoma, and they sponsor this guy to come here, and they tell him, we're going to put you in a rehab facility. You have been sponsored by this guy Voodoo, who spent 20 grand to help you get clean. Now, getting clean is not like boom. It takes time. You have to go to a long-term rehab facility, like where they take away your phones and shit, and it's just complete detox. And it takes like over a month in there, right? Long time. And then they have to kind of like, you need support when you get out, right? You need a job, you need all this stuff. Not this dude. They basically used this dude. They brought him to Boston, they filmed him, and then they ditched him.
Meet Steele from Oklahoma. Today starts his first day of recovery with the Good Project.
So yeah, basically like, and there's Mike Bates here. I mean, Mike Bates is there when he arrives.
Here at the airport, picking up Steele. I got my man Kev. I got Vic. About ready to bring him to the retreat so he can start his recovery. Unfortunately, the other charity backed out, but we stepped up.
It's not easy to take this step. I have huge respect for Steele for being so brave.
How you doing?
The Good Project team showed up strong.
So it makes it seem like, this is all legitimate stuff. Now, if you'll recall earlier, they said that, I think he said that Mike was not in charge of finances. Well, I'm reading a text message right now from Mike Bates to Steele Walker that says, so Steele Walker says to him, you know what is just weird to me? That I found a house that costs the same as a Vision for Hope, and he can't afford that because I just found out that we were staying at a Vision for Hope for free. And then Mike says, what's weird? Yes, I think it all worked because Joe sponsored some. I don't know all, but I do all the expenses. It's in writing here from Mike Bates. I do all the expenses. You got that? The guy that just went to jail for security fraud is admitting I do all the expenses, right? And so you have to stop worrying about costs and all that. Don't forget, we don't make money. Oh, sure you don't. We both do this for free. Does anybody fucking believe that they do? Who does anything for free? Like, you're a grown man. You owe child support. You're not doing shit for free. Like, yeah, he's just such a good person. These guys are so full of shit, man. So full of shit.
How you guys doing? I have someone here that just wanted to say hello, and I think he wants to say a big thank you to everyone.
Hey, everyone. I just want to say thank you.
This is Steele.
For all the love and support. It's been amazing. I'm with the guys right now.
He's in great hands.
We are about to go cook out. We are just waiting on the final, whatever it is, the paperwork, all that stuff, because of what happened with the last lady.
So anyway, he gets there, and instead of the $1,000 a night rehab facility, they put him in a halfway house, which costs like $250 a week. And if you're in a halfway house, you are literally surrounded by people who are struggling with drug addiction. The rate of relapsing is extremely high in there. It's not a good place to be, right? You need serious care, which is what they're selling this as. The guy gave him $20,000 not to go to a halfway house, but to go to a rehab facility. And he doesn't go there. He goes to a goddamn halfway house. He doesn't know anyone in Boston.
I am not saying that I was only clean for a week in a halfway house. I'm saying I have 95 days sober, and I only got to spend a week in a halfway house. I did not get to go to treatment. I was going through the hardest time of my life. Lost almost everything and everyone. And I reached out for help. I said I needed help. I ended up in Boston being used and taken advantage of, alone, newly sober, and honestly scared to death. I had one person I could trust, one person I could count on, one person that got me through. If it was not for her, I would not be here today. And she wasn't even there with me. She was states away.
Yeah. And then how about this one down here?
Oh, they didn't just try. They did. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Oklahoma.
So this is how watch this, how he explains where the money actually went to. And this is what he's talking about with the insurance.
It cost them $300 for the first month, and then they promised to pay $300 for the next 5 months. They're not doing that. So this insurance company is blowing my phone up because Victor's, well, well, still, it's your responsibility to get insurance. Just didn't know. On October 4th and October 7th, Voodoo Misfits donated a total of $20,000 for me to go to treatment. They didn't need to put me on insurance. The reason why they put me on insurance is so they could keep that $20,000 that I didn't even know about at the time. And the insurance company would pay for my treatment. 5 + 5 + 10 is 20. So even though they had already received enough donations to put me in treatment twice, they still put me on insurance illegally so they could keep that money. And now they're trying to make me pay for it.
Or how about this, right? Or how about this? So there's another woman he helped who was pregnant, and somebody, he's raising money for her, and somebody in the comments was like, dude, I actually know a lot about this. It's if you're pregnant, it's all covered under Medicaid. We can help you out with that. No need to raise money because the government will pay for this shit. And she was ignored.
And we raised $23,000 and some odd change for elite.
Hey, Victor and Kevin, it's Kelly and Piper here. I just saw that you were able to raise $23,000 for that woman, and that's awesome. But I'm just kind of curious why I never heard from you guys, because she could be getting all of this for free. In the video, I mentioned, and I've also reached out to you guys and said that Medicaid is completely free, especially for any woman that's pregnant and cannot cover costs. Not only will it get her detox, rehab, it will get transportation to and from, also any medical appointments, including OB/GYN. And then she will have that Medicaid insurance as well after she's done with the rehab and detox.
Yeah. So I think Steele's in the chat. Steele, if you want to come up, I sent you the link to join me. You can click on that and I'll see you backstage. I'll bring you up if you want to come up and talk about it. If not, that's cool too. If there's anything you want to add to that, if I missed it or all. But again, I feel like he's probably the best person to talk to about this because he's somebody who can testify that he did not get the services that were advertised, right? And think of how fucked up that is, because this guy is an admitted addict, right? He's trying to do the right thing and trying to get clean. That takes balls, right? That takes, it's a serious life decision to put yourself out there like that. And he puts himself on the line. And what do these people do? They take advantage. They use his addiction to line their own pockets. That's what they're doing until they can show receipts otherwise. Yeah. So we got Steele here. What's happening? How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Just listening to this fucking shit show when you had him on the phone a minute ago.
Yeah. So you sent that text. It's undeniable, right? That he did seem to admit that he does the finances. Mike Bates does.
They have the amount of contradicting statements and text messages I have is at least 50. I mean, I've tried to count their lies before, and it's just I got to like 200 lies, I think, total that I could think of, just that I can remember.
So just so I can walk through this, you come to Boston in October, and they say they're bringing you to a rehab facility. Where'd they drop you off?
Yeah, so they told me to. It all started because I was going to go to another state. I was going to go to Reno, Nevada, to go to treatment. They heard about that, and so they called this lady that runs this nonprofit. And they were supposed to do a 3-way phone call with all of us, but I was left out for some reason. That was like the first weird thing that happened. And so they lied to me about that and said that for some reason they forgot to call or something. They just didn't want me to hear. So they were manipulating her into letting me come to Boston. I think it's because I had a lot of followers on TikTok at the time and stuff like that. And I think they just wanted the publicity. So the first thing I told them was I don't want to be put on camera. Like, I don't want to be.
Oh, you said that. You said, I don't want to be put on camera. And they did it anyway.
I said, I don't want to be a guinea pig. I don't want because my life was all over TikTok. I didn't want my recovery to be all over TikTok. You know what I mean?
And they did it anyway.
Yeah. That's the first thing when I got there, walking out of the airport, they all had their phones out.
Were you like, not cool?
I mean, it's the whole time I was there, I was kind of nervous and stuff. Cause like, I was going through the process mentally of like, are these guys a scam or not?
Yeah.
I couldn't figure it out. And like my gut was telling me they were.
every time they would lie to me about something new. So when I first got there, yeah, I was under the impression that I was going to a real treatment center, like a rehab. And so when they dropped me off at the sober house, we were in the middle of this. They were trying to talk it up like it was this cool place. Like they were like, it's a rehab, but you're gonna have your own kitchen and you're gonna sleep in a bedroom and there's other guys there. They dropped me off at this house.
Where was the house in Boston? Where was the house?
Random house in Boston, like Weymouth. In Weymouth.
It was in Weymouth.
Yeah. So they dropped me off and they said, "There's the door," and I was like, "What is this?" And so I just kind of went with it. They had like rooms, like 5 guys to a room. You couldn't. I mean, it's just, if you know anything about halfway houses, you got to bring your own food. I didn't prepare for that. You know what I mean? Like,
I know they're not pleasant places, and I assume there's a lot of people in there who are still using.
Oh yeah, there was, but I didn't stay when I first got there. I didn't stay because I was like, I don't think they were expecting. They had already done this to 3 people: Bobby, John, and Tyler. And Tyler actually, that's a whole nother story. But they had already done this to 3 people, so there's 3 people already there. They didn't expect me to like push back, but I was like, the entire time my bells were going off, and I don't keep my mouth shut about stuff. Like I was like, nah. So when I went into the house, they were like, "Give us your phone. You got to turn your phone." And I was like, "How about no? Like, I'm getting the fuck out of here."
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, they were like, "Why?" And I was like, "Because as far as I know, my followers have donated thousands of dollars for me to go to treatment." And I said, "How much does this place cost?" And he said, $250 a week. But they didn't tell me at the time. But I found out later from the owner that, guess how much we were paying? Guess how much we were paying for us to be there? All 4 of us, $0.
Oh, really? Oh, because it was paid for by insurance?
They didn't even know. Not even that. If you go back on Vic's videos and you scroll back to back then,
yeah,
Vic had a Vision for Hope homeowner promoting his sober house. So that's what, in my opinion, he was letting us stay there for free so they could publicize the rehab or the.
And so either way, it's not 20 grand like they claimed it was.
The most you would pay is $250 a week. So that's $1,000 a month.
Okay.
And the only way that like they would give you any type of like, there's something called IOP where it's like outpatient treatment, but you have to pay for that. So if you didn't have insurance, you didn't get it. So I didn't get it because.
Okay. And so when you left there, you said you were just stranded in a strange land. You hear Weymouth, and like, what happened?
So when I left there the first time, I was there for 5 minutes. I was like, no, this ain't right. And so I called Mike and them, and I was like, Mike, and Mike was kind of the talker. Vic wouldn't even talk to me. He wouldn't even speak to me.
Oh, really?
He's a piece of shit. Yeah. But Mike was trying to I started to realize real soon that they were just spinning my chain and using me to try to get donations because they lied. Needed 30 grand. When
they needed 30 grand. Okay.
When I was at court on live with 300 people watching, they said they need 30 grand. So many of my followers donated money, and they've lied ever since then. To this day, they say nobody donated. And I have people every day tell me I donated 100, I donated 200.
Oh, the guy that was just on Jersey Jerry says he donated 1,000 from Barstool, based off of using people like you. Like, you're the promotion, you're the commercial. Like, it was all just a commercial to get more donations. That's all it was.
So the first night that I left there, I still wanted to stay with them because I was like, this has to be misunderstanding. I didn't want to believe that they were using me to make money at that time. You know what I mean? So I was like, maybe something. See, that's another story. The email.
A lot of people in the comments are saying that they donated for you. A lot of individuals here.
To this day, they say nobody did. Nobody.
Well, we got multiple people, unless they're lying too. I bet you they could show receipts. I bet you if I asked them.
So the funny thing about that is Mike Bates sent an email out to everybody that's saying that the people that are saying they got the email, email he sent out. And I got screenshots of it where he said, not only was he asking for donations for me, but he was like, y'all can give words of encouragement to Steele. Here's the email address. And then he took every time. So that's what he did. He was like, each one of y'all that support him, email him words of encouragement. But by doing that, he in turn had their email address. That's how he got their email address, right? Because they emailed me encouraging words, like 200 people.
And that's how they got the email.
Email out. He sent a
my God.
Him asking for donations.
So he used your addiction as like a data bank to get an email list to solicit more donations.
I still have the screenshots. Not only did he ask them for donations, he said, will you guys ask your family and friends?
Oh my God.
He said, forward this email because we had to pay X amount of money for Steele's treatment and it needs to be reimbursed. They didn't pay for shit.
Wow.
The only thing they paid for is my flight and they paid for a hotel because I refused to stay at that halfway house. If I wouldn't have refused to stay there, they wouldn't have paid for anything other than the flight. So where's all this money?
How'd you get back home? How'd you get back home to Oklahoma?
Okay, so after I left there's so much that happened, dude. There's so much that happened. Like they gave me Adderall. They gave me my drug of choice the first night I was there. I got
Who did? Who gave you Adderall?
Yeah, Mike did.
He gave you prescription medication, amphetamines?
And here's the funny thing. He had 4 different kinds. He had 20 milligram extended release, 30 extended release, 20 milligram instant, and 30 milligram instant. So he had
Does he have a prescription himself?
I didn't see a prescription because this was his.
He's a drug dealer. Oh, wow. That's fucking crazy. It looks like we lost him there, but I mean, I believe him. I mean, like, I bet you if I ask him for receipts, or if I ask any of these people for receipts, I bet you you know what they probably wouldn't say? I don't have to show you that, which is exactly what he said before.
Oh yeah, they gave me Adderall because, I mean, and I'm not saying that, that like, this was my first day sober, So he set it down on the table and he was like, if you're detoxing and you feel like you need this, here, take it. What do you expect me to do my first day sober? So the next morning I took them, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was coming down off of it. So like I wasn't.
What were you addicted to? Fentanyl?
Adderall? No, Adderall.
You were addicted to Adderall?
Yeah, that was my addiction, and that's what they gave me.
Adderall was your addiction? That's crazy.
I was taking a lot of them though.
And he fed you what you were addicted to?
Yeah, he said just in case you need it, if you're withdrawing or coming down, you know. He's like, I don't want you to be withdrawn. I want you to feel good. He was just trying to butter me up. He was like, because he knew they knew I was catching on already because it was the first night, and I figured out this price discrepancy. So that's what I started to do for the next few days. Is just like they put me on the insurance the next morning at a pizza shop, and when Mike put me on the insurance, the first thing he did was he said, "Wait a minute." He's talking to the agent, and he's like, "Wait a minute. So I can put these guys on insurance, and it'll cover the whole cost?" And he was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Are you ready to become rich?" That's what he said right in front of me to the insurance agent. I swear to God.
Oh my
God. So
wow.
So long story
unbelievable.
They end up trying to put me, like, they're trying to find a place to put me. I didn't realize they had 20 grand from Voodoo at this time. If I knew that, then I would have been a lot more persistent about a certain place, right? So what they're trying to do is find a free place to put me in, a free place that would be so they can still keep the money, obviously. So they found a 30-day residential detox, and I said no to that. So that's the second place that they speak of. I didn't want to. You're not going to put me in a 30-day residential detox where it's like a hospital. Whenever I need to go to therapy, I need counseling. Like I wanted like an actual treatment center.
Oh, totally. You want to get clean.
And I figured out that place was free too. Like Vic told me out of his own mouth, "I'm paying for this place if you accept it out of my own pocket." I talked to the owner of that place, and he said, "No, we offered you a scholarship for free because we heard about your situation." So it's just lie after lie. So as soon as that happened, I said, okay, I wanted to be away from them. I said, take me back to that original sober house. And I knew that from there, I would figure out what I was going to do. So on my way back to that sober house, Mike was sitting right next to me. He pulls into like this Dunkin' Donuts parking lot, and he goes, "There's no bed available." But around this time, that's when Inked Plumber was coming after them on TikTok. Remember, like
so no, but Inked Plumber started going after them in around October.
So Mike looked me dead in the eyes and he said, "There's not a bed available, but if you agree to make a video for me saying that me and Vic are good guys, I think I can get you a bed."
To kill the stuff that Inked Plumber was saying about him.
That's why 2 days later, they posted a video of me in the backyard of this sober house. And I was like, "Vic and Mike, I heard there was some stuff going on social media." That's why I posted that on Mike's page. Wow. I don't even know if it's still there. So then I stayed
the ultimate scammers.
Yeah, I stayed in the halfway house for like a week. And then I don't know if you know what kratom is, but I was there for about a week. Well, Mike takes kratom. It's not a narcotic. You can buy it at the gas station. It's a substance that people use to come off of like heroin and other drugs and stuff like that. Well, long story short, it's not a drug, but it's not allowed. Like some people use it in recovery. It's an herb. It's a leaf, crushed up leaf. Well, Mike brings me some because he knew that I used to take it. Like when I would come off Adderall, and Mike also takes it apparently. So he brings me 3 of these exact vapes right here that he got from New Hampshire, and he brings me kratom. He gives me all of this. And so I take the kratom. I didn't even really think about what was happening. I bring it and I put it in my top drawer. Well, they knew that I was calling people, finding out information. I was asking tons of questions to the wrong people, apparently. And I was working with this other guy that ran a sober house at this other, I'm not going to say the name of it, in Boston, trying to figure out if these guys were a scam or not. and I was talking too much. I was talking way too much. So guys in the house told Vic and Mike that I was doing this. So that night, about 7 o'clock, I was seasoning a steak, and the owner comes in there and somehow magically finds that kratom. So as soon as he does, Mike and Vic make a video and they say Steele brought to a treatment center.
Are you fucking kidding me? They made so they this is basically they said unless you get on board and work with us in this scam, then we are going to smear you.
But the funny thing is, I didn't get kicked out, because the owner of the house came, and I was talking to him, and he was like, "You can stay," because I was explaining to him this whole situation. He was like, "Okay, you can stay. I'm gonna take you to this other place for about 2 days. That way we can." I forgot what it was, but they were going to let me stay there. And I asked him straight up, I said, how much is Vic paying? I'm hearing that it's $250 a week. I want to know how much is Vic paying for me to be here. And they said, this was the owner of A Vision for Hope. He said, none of you are paying anything. So 4 guys staying at this halfway house for free of charge. I said, get me the fuck away from these guys right now. That's too many lies, too much bullshit. So I go to a hotel, and that's when Vic's texted me, talking shit to me and stuff like that. And he's like, you're ungrateful. I was like, no, dude, that's when I sent Mike that message. I said, what's weird is I just found out I'm staying here for free. And then Mike's like, it just started to snowball from there. Wow. And the more people I talked to, so I was stranded at that hotel for 3 days. And I ended up this other guy that had a nice sober living house are
you clean now?
Oh yeah. I'm 100.
Okay. Oh, 100 days. Good for you. Congratulations. But no thanks to them.
I stayed in Boston for a month.
Oh, did you?
I wanted my 30 days before I left Boston. That was my goal when I got there, was to get
first time in Massachusetts.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
You didn't like it? Yeah, it's a little cold. It's a little cold. Yeah.
My goal was to finish my 30 days there. And
okay.
Well, I did that, and then I left. This other guy let me come stay at their house. So I didn't ever get any treatment or nothing like that. But I got 30 days of sobriety. And I guess I learned some lessons. I try to be positive about it, but the lies have just.
Yeah. Well, hey, I don't know if you can hear me right now. I got to move on, but thank you for coming on, man. I appreciate and sharing your story. I'm sorry this happened to you, man, but I'm happy to expose these douchebags.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
Have a good one, man. So, man, we really went down a rabbit hole with this one, guys. This is, at the end, every time these people asked, where did the money go? The response was, we would never show financials in an open platform. Voodoo has received what he asked. Again, Voodoo did not want to come on tonight. When I talked to him, he's an older guy, not that old, but but doesn't he was just a philanthropist almost. He donated money to what he thought was a good cause. He got screwed over. He's not on TikTok. He doesn't do any of this shit. And he donated money to these people. And I talked to him. He seemed like an honest guy. He told me that he's not received anything. And why would he lie about that? And you heard him on the phone when we talked to Victor. He's just like, why am I going to show you? I'm not showing you. He got them. Well, he says he didn't. It's you could prove me wrong in 5 seconds. Just show me otherwise. Can I read? Let me read you an email that I got after writing this blog, guys. Let me read you this email. It says, hi, I saw your article about the Good Project. I just want to give you a little bit of information that I've had. Last summer, I was panhandling in Tewksbury, which is next to Lowell, and Victor approached me offering full-time employment. When I took him up, I was offered 1 day's employment. Then he ghosted me. He then put my videos all over TikTok, begging for donations for me, and I never saw a dime of it. I'm not an addict. I'm just homeless. A lot of people wanted to help. And he said that people should buy his good box that he was selling, and he would give me $5 for every good box sold. I texted Victor months later asking for work as he had promised me, but he told me he didn't have any. Meanwhile, he was still on TikTok looking for more homeless guys to work, but I thought he didn't have any work. I got that email within hours of the blog coming up. I have more people, texting me. What does this one say? Oh, Izzy wants to call in. Let me send the link. Crap. Let me get that link for you, Izzy. If Izzy's still out there and he wants to come up, I'm going to send him. So Izzy is the connection between Victor and Voodoo. He connected them. That's his role in this. And he's done a lot of he does the work that these guys pretend to do, basically, in Baltimore, which is a lot more dangerous and a lot more situations going on there than Lowell. And so he does the actual work, and he travels. Like, he's not afraid to travel and meet people. And you know, when I talked to these guys, they just said something was off about him. Like the promotion, the cameras all the time, something seemed off about these guys. And he said, I came to Boston and no one would come meet me in person as they said they would, as he says. So, and again, I got these other idiots texting me, like, you know, because he just doxed my number out there. I got, you afraid of the truth, turtle turd? Okay. Very original. Leave Vic alone. Okay. I just wanted to let you know that Victor leaked your number. Okay. I don't care. And then I got one that just says Team Turtleboy. Okay, good. Another one says you're a shitbag. Okay. Other people are saying, yeah. Wow. Okay. So anyway, like I said, every time people ask for receipts, they would say, did you donate? It's like, yeah, technically you don't have to. You're right. Like, you don't have to show, you don't owe us anything. We don't have to see the receipts. But don't you want to get ahead of this? Like, if you're not doing anything wrong, if you're on the up and up, wouldn't you want to restore your good reputation? Because if Voodoo is lying, then he's slandering your business, right? He's defaming you. He's hurting you. And you could prove him wrong and me wrong and everyone wrong with a simple picture of it. That's it. That's all you got to do. You know, why can't you just do that? And so these people are like, you know, like, where's the receipts? Did you donate? Okay, no. Again, Voodoo is still listed on their website, I'm sure, against his will. Like, they're still using this guy because he's legitimate and they're trying to promote themselves. And this is Mike Bates. Like, this is so cringeworthy, this video, responding to all of this without actually addressing anything. Like, he just watch.
All right, guys, good morning. I wanted to get these other videos out and wanted to start with made some mistakes. And when I got divorced, I remember looking in the mirror and hating the person I was. And I took action and did everything I could to fix that person. And I would say probably the last 4 to 5 years, I've been the person I've wanted to be. Key is to try to fight, and I fight with it every day to, you know, not go.
The last 4 or 5 years, I'm the person I want to be. Dude, you just did 6 months, like recently. Like, okay, so there's a lie.
Some of the stupid things I used to do.
The stupid thing, you're still doing them. You're still doing them.
Last night, you guys won. You guys got the best of me. So, you know, I'm not sure if that's what you're doing, but you won. Good job. That's not the point of this video. The point of the video is, you know, Voodoo, we're all very hurt and upset that everything is accounted for. There's nothing going on over here. Obviously, we can't put it on TikTok, but I want to extend an apology to you because. And
I see you backstage, Izzy. I'm going to bring you up as soon as this video is over.
I think I took away the fact that you did help a lot of people, and in the end, that's really what we're trying to do. So I want to apologize for that. I'm sorry for that.
Oh my God.
You know, Steele.
Okay, so this is
I let
Steele.
you into my house. You know, we became fast friends. I sacrificed my family time for you when you were here.
My family time?
You know, we put you in 3 places.
You see your daughter one night a week.
Money for you and scammed us and never gave it to us. And we're transparent with everything. We told you everything.
No, you weren't.
I just hope you're doing well because you know you're. A good
Oh
guy.
my God.
You just make bad choices.
Oh my God. Listen to this pathological liar. This is psycho shit.
Izzy, man, you are probably one of the most motivational people I've ever seen in my life, ever met in my life.
And by the way, notice how all these people who are out here accusing him of being a liar, he's kind of kissing their ass a little bit, being like, oh, I'm sorry you're doing this. I'm sorry. You seemed like a nice guy. I'm really sorry you felt the need to do this. This is the most passive aggressive bullshit I've ever seen.
And you taught me a lot the short amount of time we had together. And I appreciate you always having my back, even when Voodoo was curious about me. You know, you were like, hey, he's a good dude. And then we went to Kansas, and then, you know, Voodoo told you that you're right. He's a good guy. He's a caring guy. And I appreciated that. The video that you put up of Vic laughing and all of us around the table, everyone was having a good time. We were trying to make the best time out of that. That's not even a person that we're trying to help. That was just Jeff. We're trying to talk to Jeff to meet him. This has to stop. You're better than that.
No, he addresses Inked Plumber, right?
The issue really that you have is with Vic, not me. You know, by association, we broke up, I guess. Fine, you know, we can all go our separate ways, but this attack is ridiculous.
Watch this.
There's no need for it. Ink, I have no idea what your obsession is with me. The fact that you and my ex got together.
So his obsession with you is that you promised him that you were going to send out Inked Plumber merch to his followers, and then they paid you, and then you didn't do it, and you made him look like a douchebag. I hope that clears things. But you knew that, Mike. You knew that.
Together with Turtleboy and wrote that entire article.
Yeah, he worked.
Untrue.
What was untrue about it? Nothing.
It's crazy. You reaching out to my family members, talking to people in my circle. You have no reason to.
Your circle hates you. Your circle absolutely hates you. And again, this is a text message here where he claimed that Mike's passed. Again, this is my whole thing. When I brought it up, I texted him. I'm like, you heard him on there. He's like, Mike's whole past is behind him. It's like, you should want to distance yourself from this douchebag, but you're not, which really kind of says a lot. And so real quick, guys, I got a couple donos. If anybody else wants to donate to the Turtle Fund, again, I actually do work for my donos, if you like that. Got a couple, the link is at the top. If the mods want to post that in there to Turtle Chat. Let me just bring up a couple donos here before I bring Izzy on. Let's see. I got one here from Will B. Says, yo, Turtleboy, I came over from 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃 hypocritical bullshit. You're doing God's work, my dude. Thank you very much. Or good work, my dude. I've been clean of dope for almost 3 years, so I take this shit serious. Even your haters cannot deny you calling him while he was live and blowing the shit out of his spot was amazing content. Yeah, that was pretty entertaining. I'm not going to lie. I love the best name this idiot could come up with you is The Good Project. If I was going to start a scam rehab bullshit thingy, I'd at least call it the Super Great Project. That's a good comment. I like that. Thank you, Will. I appreciate the dono. We also got 25 from Joelle here. Says another great show. Tell the riders to smash that like button. Yeah, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Hit the notification bell. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday. Let's see. And again, Jersey Jerry's texting me right now. And he's saying, yeah, like he said, so he legitimately sent a $1,000 check to this guy. And that's just him. Like we got a whole bunch of other people in the comments saying they did the same shit, that they were solicited with emails saying, get your family and friends to donate. Like, again, like I can't send you to jail, dude. I'm not, like, the Attorney General's office needs to investigate this. It's my understanding that they already are investigating it. So good luck with that. That's all I'm saying. But feel free to report them, because this whole thing, it's not only the stealing that's fucked up, it's the fact that you're preying on innocent, like, vulnerable people. That's the really fucked up part. You're giving them hope. They're actually trying to do the right thing. They're trying to get clean. You're exploiting these people with the spinning of the wheel shit. Like, dude, what are you doing? This is evil. You know, he claimed to be a former addict himself, but he's also a dealer, which is, you don't see that very often. So he went to jail because he profited off of the deterioration of these people as well. Let's not gloss over that. And again, I'm also available on Cash App at $ Uncle Turtleboy. Got a couple Cash Apps here. Just want to read real quick. Somebody just sends me a text, says TikTok dickhead. Okay. Another one says, I didn't want to believe you, and I was Team Vic at first, but definitely suspect when he didn't jump at the opportunity to prove you wrong. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. 7 Pounder says $10, and he says, for hi TikTokers, follow Turtleboy. Thank you, 7 Pounder. And yeah, so if anybody else wants to donate, my Cash App is $ Uncle Turtleboy. The link for the Turtle Chat is at the top. All right, I'm gonna bring on Izzy now. What's happening, man?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Good, thank you. Thank you for joining us. So, what do you got to say? What do you think?
So, I was trying to text you and tell you that as far as seeing these guys in person, I went to Hampshire where Michael Bates lives, and I went to Boston where Victor lives just over the weekend 4 days ago.
Oh, you were there 4 days ago?
Yeah, just to meet them. To, you know, I went out there to feed the homeless, to help out with the little pandemic they got in Manchester.
Yes, they have a big problem with the Manchester.
And
a lot of drugs.
Atkinson Street, right in Boston, 2 nights in a row. And I told everybody that knows them, like, Dom, come on out, talk to me. You know, face to face. Wasn't no beef or any problems or anything like that. And I said, you know, just come out and see me. Show me some paperwork, show me some receipts, whatever it is. Because I was there, you know, representing the Guardians across the globe, and Izzy's Angels and Voodoo Misfits. And Voodoo would have took my word for it if I would have saw anything in person. But the whole time I was in Boston, the whole Good Project team did nothing but avoid me. And
So
when
you came all the way here. You were in person. They had a chance to meet you in person. They didn't have to get on a plane or anything, and they didn't take you up on the opportunity.
No, I tell you who did, and I respect him for it. Robert Bates, Michael Bates' brother, came out and met me.
Really?
He came out and met me, and he didn't have anything good to say about Mike. You know, he took some pictures with me. He was on my TikTok live, and he's actually in some of my videos now. So, nice enough guy, man. You know, he had a stroke. It was Mike's birthday like the next day, and then his brother's birthday in 2 days. So
does his brother kind of recognize? Does he knows what his brother Mike is like? He knows like he's a scumbag.
Oh yeah, 100%. When we was
Okay.
Mike was texting him saying, "Bro, get the hell out of there! Get the hell out of there!" You know, you don't. And he's like, "Well, why don't you just come on out and talk to Izzy?" You know, if the bottom line is, if Mike's brother could be there and saw that I wasn't, you know, in no type of heinous manner, I was just like, "Hey, bro, like, you know, just like you said, Voodoo and myself, we thought they were good guys." And at one point, somebody said, "You know, I don't think they are good guys." And the point I made to the whole team of the Guardians was, look, that he has a big following. And usually when people start things for the wrong reason, if they keep doing it, they'll get grabbed by the people, like, you know, build relationships and trust. And they'll see that there's a real need for the people. And I was hoping that that's what was going to happen with Victor and Mike. I was hoping they were going to be picked up and be by the good spirit of people and be like, you know what, let's do good. And I saw acted off camera. The video that Michael Bates is referring to, when he was like, you posted a video of Victor going. So we were in Kensington, and we were there to meet Jeffrey Knobs, which has his little thing going on in Kensington, because I go there year after year and feed the homeless there. So when he first spoke to Jesse from California, he was doing the same type of banter. He was going, "Hey, Jesse, what's up, bro?" And he was like, "You still coming out to hang out with us?" And I was like, "Who are you talking to? You know, who's that you're talking to like that?" He was like, "Oh, this is one of my best friends. This is my best friend." I was like, "Oh, I get it. Maybe an inside joke," because this was the first day I met Victor. I had no clue. So I invited them to come to Kensington with me after I left Boston. I was in Boston when this happened. So, and again, he did have those good boxes. He filled 10 of them up, and that was it. We went and bought some stuff from Walmart. He filled 10 boxes up with some, you know, miscellaneous BS, and then went and gave them out like he was out all day and night feeding the homeless, and it was just 10 bucks.
And so did I have the story right there where like Voodoo is not a social media guy? So and you're buddies with Voodoo, you work with them, and you kind of connected Victor to him. And now, oh, you didn't.
So what happened was Voodoo's wife, Tasha, which is a very nice lady, and she's like a mother to me now. And they found me on TikTok, and she found Victor on TikTok and said, "Hey, look what this guy does. He does good." So it appears from the outside looking in that he's doing some good stuff.
Right. You know, and he's a registered charity. He's been on the news. It seems legit. I can understand. Yeah.
It seems legit. So then not even a week later, they find me. So I noticed that they're doing good, and people kept tagging me in Victor's videos saying, "Hey, you know, this guy they call the Good Boss is doing something just like you." So when I went and watched his videos, I've put about 350 to 375 people into rehabilitation, but I've never made a video of it like a big deal, because I just drive them to the door, sign them in, and then follow through. We have several people, and I'm talking in the hundreds, and rehabilitation centers right now. You can't come through the streets of Baltimore City and find 20 homeless people right now. This was one of the most populated areas, which is why they call me the Guardian, because I'm in here day in and day out. You know, like if you go to my TikTok now, you'll see videos, like 5 videos of me all over the news channels of me saving a dog that was recently shot. But that has nothing to do with this. You can check that out later. So
I've seen The Wire. I think I know that Baltimore is a rough place.
The news of just yesterday. So I lost my vehicle yesterday, my Izzy's Angels vehicle, trying to rush a dog to the hospital. My engine blew up. But luckily I had somebody that was following me. So I just jumped in that vehicle, got the dog there. We had to get a dog's leg amputated. It's a big story. It's on the TikTok right now, literally. But it's all local news right now. So long story short, I got tagged in Victor's videos. I thought he was a good guy. Voodoo saw me down in Kensington. I passed out about, I guess, $30,000 worth of stuff.
That's in Philly? Kensington's
Philly.
Okay.
Yep. But I invited Victor and the Good Project out there, and they were so scared and so nervous, which is understandable.
Yeah.
But they didn't follow direction. Before we went there, I said, nobody approaches the vehicle. Don't let anybody come to the back. We all have each other's back, and we keep them in front of the vehicle so we can serve people one by one. And so if we got 1,000 blankets, I want to make sure all the blankets go out first before I start giving out the boots. Because if different people walk up wanting different stuff and we're not taking names, it's hard to recognize who has what. So they were just so unorganized. They'd never done anything like that, which was fine. And I said, I'll teach you guys, but your hearts were in the right place. Problem was they had Kevin there. And that's a trigger point for Kevin. Kevin hadn't even been through any type of
𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, the former homeless man.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, they say he's former homeless man, but.
So anyway, long story short, what happened was this is how it all came about. I have a blind man named Scotty that's a recovering addict now. I can get everybody into rehabilitation here for free, but nobody would take Scotty because not only was he blind, he doesn't have any organs of eyes. His eye organs are completely gone. They were shot out. So I said to Voodoo, I was like, we need to call Vic and figure out how to get Scotty into rehab. So I talked to Vic. He agreed to meet me in Boston. So I was going to fly Scotty out to Boston, and Scotty didn't trust anybody but the name The Good Boss because I told him about Vic. So the next morning, Scotty's still ready to go. It's been 14 years I've been taking care of Scotty. It's freezing weather. He's sleeping on a porch, freezing to death. Somebody let him sleep in a car. So he's like, Izzy, I'm really ready to go. And in the past, he's always declined going to rehab because he just loved what he was doing. So he said, oh, The Good Boss is in? I'm 100% in, crying out of his eyes where there's no eyeballs in there. So I go there and he's ready to go. I call Victor and Victor don't answer the phone. He sends me a text. Hey, bro, laughing. Long story short, I'm on a plane right now going to meet a millionaire and give out turkeys to some people in like Beverly Hills or something like that, and then do a collab with Jimmy Darts. So I said, damn, so fuck Scotty, right? Excuse my language. I said, just forget Scotty altogether. I said, bro, don't worry.
Jimmy Darts, for those who are unfamiliar, is a TikTok influencer with a huge following, right?
Yes. But
okay.
But anybody watching, this is no dig towards Jimmy Darts.
Right. I guess I get what you're saying is like he valued the spotlight and being seen on a large platform more than doing the actual work.
I said, bro, you go be famous. I'll take care of Scotty. I'll figure it out. And he said, well, we got to raise like $15,000, $30,000, something like that, or however he talks. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I said, look, I will front the money up out of my pocket to bring Scotty to you. And if it in fact costs that, we'll raise it on the back end like a nonprofit does. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I'll put front money up. So he sends me a Cash App screenshot of him having $1,344. Inked Plumber has all that. He posted it all up. It's all shown, right? He's like, I'm broke, laugh out loud. And I'm like, bro, ain't nothing funny about this. I said, why you do? And then he's asking me, why are you talking like that? You know what I mean? I'm like, because you made a promise to a blind man and you didn't keep it up.
That is so fucked.
So now we're wondering what cost. So I'm not even worried about that. At this point, he just broke a promise. So now I'm like, well, how much does it cost, bro? And so we'll go figure it out. Who do you use for this situation? I'll fly Scotty out there myself. I'll get an endorsement basically from Voodoo because he's in on it. He's like, whatever Scotty needs. But Victor takes it as an attack. Like, what are you really doing with the money? You're not doing what you're supposed to. But we wasn't doing that. We were saying, how much does it cost so we can put Scotty into rehab? And he wouldn't tell us how much it costs. He wouldn't tell us where to take Scotty. He wouldn't tell us anything. So it left me blind. So thank goodness I have an assistant who was very resilient and started calling all over the place. Finally, we found a place called the Chesapeake House. Still took Scotty for free. Wow. I didn't, and it was only one place in the state of Maryland that would take him.
Wow.
So, and between me and you, I haven't paid one single dime of almost 400 people, putting people in rehabilitation centers. And I've been doing this for a long time, way before.
Really?
Yes.
So it's free for the most part.
It's free everywhere, basically. But Victor's beef is that He's like, what? They'll get a state-funded facility. They're treated the same way in a state-funded facility that they are in private care. Private care just makes the money and the state doesn't do it. You know, the state's not, because a state-funded facility is still private care. It's not ran by the state. It's ran by private people that get funding and grants from the state. So it doesn't matter who funds it. They're still treated the same.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
he took the questionnaire as an attack of like, where did the money actually go? And nobody was attacking Victor. You know, that was it. So that was the day. The next day I made a video on TikTok that basically I don't stand behind these guys anymore. They're cut from a different cloth and they're just simply not Guardian material. When I made that video, I didn't realize I was kind of standing in front of Inked Plumber and Steele Walker, because they knew I had a kind of a big presence and most people would believe me. And all I would have said was, no matter how bad of a guy Michael Bates and Victor Oliveira were, from this day on, they're no longer them people. And I will show you, because I'll stand on my integrity and won't allow them to be that way. So when I saw they were still being that way, I backed all the way off of them, and just said, look, I'm not even endorsing these guys anymore. That's when the floodgates opened. That's how we got here.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, but
this is quite the story.
Voodoo was 100% the real deal. You know,
Yeah, he seemed like it when I talked to him. He seemed like it. Yeah.
100%.
Seemed like a straight shooter. Yeah.
Real Batman, the real Bruce Wayne. He says he calls, he don't even call me by my real name. He calls me Guardian. He said, Voodoo, something's going on in Manchester. They need us. He said, well, I can't go. I'll send the Guardian. Guardian, you go. So that's how I ended up in Manchester. That's how I met Robert Bates. Like I said, good enough guy. He doesn't have like full control of his right arm because he had a stroke. He said that his brother wasn't, you know, the real deal, and he'd rather be associated with me. He since bought an Izzy's Angels hat and a Guardians Across the Globe sweatshirt to support what we do. Now, not to show anything in vain towards his brother, but he just said he absolutely loves what we do, and he'd rather be associated with something good than
something.
Nice guy.
Well, I just want to say I'm very impressed by the work you're doing. Obviously, you're doing what they pretend to do. You and Voodoo, you guys do great work. So I'm really impressed that you're doing this, and it's really necessary. And you seem to, even with these guys being shady, you're still not like shitting on all over them. That impresses me a lot. So I just want to thank you for coming on and sharing your story and letting us know about this. And hopefully people will be less likely to get duped by these people in the future as a result of this.
And Turtle, that's what I appreciate. That was the only thing we were trying to do by bringing light to it. Like, since we can't know where a dollar is going, we never asked for a receipt ever, except for when we noticed that they weren't helping. And
exactly.
Voodoo Misfits, Izzy's Angels, Guardians Across the Globe. It's not our thing to talk about anybody, not even the homeless. Turtle. So maybe I can educate you a little along the way about people not picking to be addicts or junkies. Okay.
I appreciate that. Well, thank you. Sorry for my language.
Love you though. Okay.
All right, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Voodoo, I'll talk to you in a little bit, bro.
Thank you, man. So that good shit. He's a cool dude, man. I like that. Real quick, I got another dono here. A couple. Just want to bring up a couple of them. First, we have here from Llama. Llama sends $50. Thank you, Llama. And he says, use this for a shitty suit, some Botox, and hair gel so you look more legit. I know. I got to get some Botox. I do have some wrinkles in my forehead. It's okay. Scott Starboard sends $10 and says, True Philanthropy has done anonymously. Great job exposing Mike and Vic's scam. Thank you very much. But again, I couldn't have done it without these guys too, you know, and Scott might have said that twice, but thank you very much, Scott. I couldn't have done it without these guys. They really helped me. I mean, it did a lot. I only had that one blog today because I put a lot of research into this one story. It was a good one. Like when you go down the rabbit hole and you're like, it's just crazy, man. It's just absolutely crazy. Anyone actually know Victor? You know, he's local. So, I mean, he must know who I am. I mean, I'm sure people around here know him. Massachusetts is one of those areas that everybody knows everybody. And his brother, by the way, his brother's name is not Robert Bates. It's Joseph Bates. But I mean, the story with the blind man, that wasn't even in my story. Like, that's crazy shit, man. The guy is so blind, like he doesn't have eye organs. he ditched a blind guy that he was supposed to help because he wanted to go on TikTok with some guy, some bigger influencer. And that's what these people do. Because what matters to them isn't actually helping people. It's building their own brand. Because once you do that, you get the platform. And, you know, there's dumb people out there. We've seen it with Krusty Panties and people like that. People fall for this shit and then they donate to it. And, you know, and you saw him on here. It was just gaslighting when he came on. It was just, no, that's not true. Can you prove it? I don't have to prove it. Okay, well, here we are. I guess you don't, but people are going to make their own decisions. So anybody else, if anybody else would like to join me, they're free to. Or why don't we just take a little questions, a little Ask Turtleboy to end the night. If anybody has any questions, if Inked Plumber's here and he wants to come on, or if he has anything to add, he's more than welcome to as well. He's kind of been like what Jamal Crawford is to the story with Monica Keane and Grant. Yeah. So let me send him a text. I got his text. I think I might have sent it to him already. Let me see. Yeah, so Inked, I sent you it before. If you want to come up, you can click on that link and join me. If not, that's cool too. But yeah, he's kind of been like the TikTok whistleblower on this. He was just affected with the t-shirts. He got screwed over by Mike Bates with the t-shirts. He has no connection to Oliveira there, to Victor Oliveira. But he did notice that Victor Oliveira was associating with this guy. He assumes that Victor Oliveira is a legitimate person who would not want to associate with them and didn't know about Mike Bates' past. So he alerts him to it. And Victor Oliveira basically pretended to care and then did nothing to do on. And that's how we realized, oh, wait, Victor's a piece of shit too. Like he's in on this too. They're scammers. I don't know how they know each other, those two, but clearly it's, you know, two peas in a pod, birds of a feather. I saw on KB tapped out in Turtleboy week in review, but I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about Krusty Panties at this point. I mean, I haven't seen from her. I haven't heard from her. I think that's, for those of you unfamiliar, it's this other ratchet who kind of does what these other Victor and them are doing. It just pretends to be this virtuous person and is a scam artist in and of themselves, has a decent following on YouTube and kind of uses that platform to steal from people and lie about their intentions. And it's my understanding she has finally tapped out because I've exposed her criminal past. Yeah, they are charging Brian Walshe with murder. So I'm waiting to see the affidavit on that one, because there will be more interesting tidbits in there, and I'm very interested to see what got them the murder charge. I'm assuming the DNA test came back, but we all knew Brian Walshe was going to get charged with murder. It was only a matter of time. That's why I was held on $500,000 bail for lying to the police. Okay, anybody else have any other questions they want to ask? I hope the AG's office checks him. I do too. You know, I hope this isn't one of those things they look past, but there is a lot of money in this too. And if they're going to make an example of someone, it should be him. Everyone's saying Inked is coming. So again, he has, I think I sent it. He can text me if he doesn't have it. Yeah. RIP Anna. I mean, she's definitely I mean, I never believed the Gone Girl stuff. Okay. So he's ending his TikTok live. So he's going to come up. So he's more than welcome to. So Inked, I sent you the StreamYard link in the text message. You can just click on that and you can join that way. But anybody else have any other questions? Is Tom Brady done? I mean, he's never going to win a Super Bowl. I honestly think he's going to do one more year in Las Vegas. That's my guess right now. I mean, Las Vegas is the perfect place for Brady at this point. He can reunite with McDaniels. He could play with the Devontae Adams toy for a bit. Where's a better spot for him? You know, there's clearly a vacancy with the quarterback there, unlike places like Miami where you don't really know what the quarterback situation is. It says I have cash apps, you said, but I'm not getting any. I'm not getting any notifications on the cash apps. Oh, no, I do. I have Casey Richardson here. Sends $5 and says, thank you for unveiling the truth. You're very welcome, Casey. I appreciate the dono. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm trying to keep up. I'm getting a lot of messages. So I'm sorry, just like with him doxing me and putting my shit out there, I'm getting a lot of messages. So, but again, I'm also getting messages from his people who are like, actually, thank you for, showing us exactly who this guy is. He didn't get it. So let me message him again then. Hold on. I'm going to copy this. Copy and okay, I think I just sent it to him on text message. So he should get that. Oh, I sent it to the wrong person. Oh, that's why. Hold on. I sent it to the wrong person. I didn't plug in any fucking numbers today. I never plug in numbers. Hold on. Can you just send it? I'm just going to send it to one of my mods on Facebook and she can send it to him. How about that? I apologize. All right, so I just sent it that way. Oops. We're sorry about that. We got $5 here from 7-pounder who says for Tennessee train cop. Yeah, never go full Genduso. That's all we're going to say about that one. Never go full Genduso. That's Ink's number. Oh, it says the 8. Okay, gotcha. Let me find him. I have so many fucking messages here. Oh, here he is. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I thought I sent you the message before. I sent it to the wrong person. That's how you can get on there. All right. In the meantime, let me read some comments here. That loss was not Brady's fault. Yeah, the coaching. I mean, the Cowboys were a much better team. Them boys finally won they finally won a playoff game, huh? I'll tell you one thing, man. It's like I still like the Niners to win. I still like the Niners to win the NFC, but I think whoever wins that Niners Cowboys game is going to the Super Bowl. And I think whoever wins the Bills Bengals game is also going to the Super Bowl. You know what? I'm just going to say something crazy right now. I think the Jaguars are going to beat the Chiefs. I think some crazy shit's going to happen. I think the Jaguars are going to beat the Chiefs. I just don't want to see the Chiefs win. So, because they've kind of become like, they're going to be good for so long and they've already won. And so I'd rather see the Bills or the Bengals win, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. And the Jaguars do crazy shit. Remember the Jaguars beat the Steelers a couple of years ago and they almost made the Super Bowl against us? Like, that was crazy. Okay. There he is. Okay. We're bringing up Inked right now. What's happening, man? How are you? Welcome to the live. I think you're muted. You are, let's see. You muted your mic. Oh, can you hear me? Oh, wait. Hopefully he comes back on. And yeah, people are talking about, I'm not even going to address that, but because it's a little misleading. Bills Cowboys, repeat of a Super Bowl there. That could be interesting. What's happening, man? Can you hear me okay? Ah, God damn it. Oh, I don't think, do you have your mic on? Okay, I don't know if you can hear me. We can't hear you. No, we can't hear you. Is your mic on? I mean, fuck, what the hell's going on? I can just call you. Want me to just call you? I'll just call you. I'll dump you on here. If it's not working, I'll just call you. I'll put you on here. We'll do it that way. Hold on. Hey, what's happening, man?
What's going on?
Not much. So what did you think of the presentation tonight?
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
I think it was good.
Did I miss anything? Did I get it all right? It was a lot.
No, it was awesome. I think it was good. It was correct. It was good. It was good.
And so
I think in his face, like, you can prove me and everybody wrong right now in 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Yeah, and that's what I said to him when he came on here. I was like, why don't you just prove us wrong? And his response to that is, well, I don't owe it to you. And he's right. He doesn't owe it to us. But like, if you care about your reputation, wouldn't you want to?
That's right. That's right.
And
that's right.
And to me, it's just like, you showed receipts. Voodoo showed receipts. Everybody's showing receipts except for the guy who's being accused of being shady. And like, we've had multiple people now since I've written this story. More people have reached out to me and they've said, Actually, the guy promised me work, never got it. You know, he used me in a video, and this is like a recurring thing. And now it's my understanding.
That's good. We brought, and that's good. We did what we wanted to do, bring awareness to that. And in the beginning, it wasn't even about Victor and the Good Project. It was about Mike.
That's exactly.
And when Victor lied, when he lied and said Mike was no longer a part, and he kept him on, I told him on the phone. I said, bro, I'm not gonna stop. I'm still gonna come after Mike. I said, bro, and if you catch heat off of that, I'm just telling you, it's possible. And he was like, that's fine. It is what it is. And I was like, okay, well, here it comes.
And they're trying to smear you too now, right? Like they're saying that you're like, you know what I mean? Like I've seen them throw insults at you.
Oh yeah, but I mean, they can search until they. Yeah, I'm crystal clean.
Okay, you're Chris. Where are you from? You're from the South?
Yeah, I'm from North Carolina.
North Carolina, excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
And so, and you've been doing this TikTok thing for a while now. Just, I mean, I looked at your work. It seems like you actually post shit about plumbing too.
Yeah, probably 2 years. Yeah, I own a plumbing company.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. And so, and you like Bates and your history with him was the merch store. He was gonna make a bunch of products for you. People were gonna e-commerce buy it.
You know, I'm a good. You know, I can judge somebody's character really good usually. And Mike was the first guy that got me. And it kind of, you know, it hurt my pride because I got screwed. And I wasn't expecting it. And then he just never would admit it. He would just, and you know, after a year and a half, people were like, why don't you just drop it? You know, it was about the money, but then at some point it wasn't about the money anymore. It was about the principle. Like, I need you just to fucking say that you did this shit.
Exactly.
And you drug me through the mud. Because, I mean, people didn't, you know, want to say, hey, man, I need the number for your merch store. No. People in fucking Europe and Germany were messaging me like, yo, I just paid $70 for some shit and it's not here. And I'm like, well, you go to the website and you push this message button. That's all I know. Because this dude's on reality TV. And I mean, dude, people fucking mad. Sending me bank accounts, calling me a fraud, leaving comments on my page. So I'm trying to pay people back as I can. But then it became like, well, I didn't get one either. People started saying that they ordered it and didn't get it. But I had no way of knowing because I never saw the orders. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because it's a third party. You went through him. That was the whole point.
He's always like, well, who did I take it from? Who did I take it from? And it's like, bro, from day one, I have never fucking seen an order sheet ever.
Yeah.
Ever. So I don't know. I don't fucking know. And if I make a video right now and I'm like, yo, if you didn't get your merch a year and a half ago, comment on this video. You know how many people that won't see that? There's like no way to round everybody back up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, we're probably hundreds, maybe thousands.
Yeah. So that's when it becomes the point where it's like, just be a fucking man.
Yeah.
And stand up and say you fucked me and you fucked me good and you got my followers and we'll move the fuck on. We'll do what we can. We'll pay back who we can.
It's closure. You want closure.
Yeah. Yeah. And it never came. And then when he kind of went away after all that. And then he came back, and I saw him around Victor. And at that time, I thought Victor was a good dude. I had no problem with Victor. I reached out to Victor like, hey, bro, watch out for this guy, you know? And then now Victor, Victor's just riding in the car with him. You know, I hate that for him, but, I mean.
Yeah, you thought Victor was a decent dude, but you didn't know that Victor was in on the scam, too.
Yeah, no. And then the more that it came out, it was like, why would you keep the dude around? And now you look at it and you're like, well, now I know why you kept him around. Probably because he knows the loopholes.
Oh, it seemed like Mike Bates was the voice of it. When we talked to Steele Walker before, he's like, I only talked to Mike Bates. I never talked to Victor.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, he's the salesman. He's the con artist.
That's what. Yeah. He is. He's a used car salesman, man.
Yeah.
He's a nice haircut and a tie.
Yeah. But it's going to catch up to them. The attorney general's office.
I hope that this is it. And I hope that this is it. And honestly, bro, this is like to get Mike. Like I could give two fucks about Victor. To be completely honest with you, I just want Mike.
I don't like either of them.
And I don't like either of them now at all. But I mean, if Victor goes down with him, that's what it is, bro. You attached yourself to this. But from the beginning, that was this. And Victor is associating me like in all his videos, like this attack came directly from me.
Mhm.
Like Turtleboy reached out to me.
Yeah,
after
just for the
others
record,
had
have we
reached
ever
out to
spoken?
him.
Have we ever spoken on the phone before yesterday?
No, never. I spoke to him for the first time yesterday, and we talked about his initial article, and I said, oh, yeah, by the way, Mike thinks that I had a part in writing that article.
No.
And I've told people, like, man, I have never met this dude. I have never met this dude. I've never spoke to him. I don't know anything about him. I just shared the shit out of, because if you Google Mike Bates, there's like 8 links that come up. Well, if you click Turtleboy, you get all 8 of those links on one page. So it's easier to make a TikTok with.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
right. Yeah.
So, I mean, you can always go back and check the facts. That's why I was never worried about the videos. Like, and people are like, oh, that's slander. It's like, you have fucking Google. Like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Yeah. So,
So,
all right, man. Well, thank you for coming on.
I think it for something tonight. I think tonight was good. Tonight was good, definitely. You're the man.
Yeah, you too, man. Thank you for your part in this. I appreciate it.
Yeah, most definitely.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
Yeah, guys, this is what it's all about. This is why I do what I do every day. This is why I wake up in the morning, is for stories like this. Just because there's people out there that prey on innocent people, and the media lies to you. That's the like WCVB puts out a fake story that they want. They prefer the lie. Like the media, the mainstream media prefers the feel good story, and it's nice when it's real, but when it's not real, it's like, come on, you got to tell the truth about that, because people out there prey on that. And these guys are predators. That's what they are. And I feel like this is going to catch, and they'll try to smear me too. They'll do what everybody does. They'll try to discredit, like, oh, he was a former teacher and he diddled kids. They'll make shit up. That's what they always do. It's all part of the deflection in order to take the heat off themselves. And that's what they tried to do with Inked Plumber. That's what they tried to do with Voodoo. That's what they've tried to do with I don't know if anyone tried to do with Izzy, but I don't think it would stand for that. But that's what they tried to do with Steele Walker. And it's just smear these people. And eventually you realize after a while, like, wait a minute, maybe I'm being conned. Okay. Anybody else have any more last minute questions before we call it a night? Yeah, someone was beeping in there. Like I said, I'm getting a lot of calls because I got obviously doxed. Like, that's what an actual doxing was happening tonight. I'm over it. I'm okay. I'll be all right. I got 2 phones just for that. I got my business phone. I got my personal phone. The fucking business phone can get doxed till the cows come home. I really don't care. And I will be following. I'm going to continue to follow up on the story. I'm going to contact the Attorney General's office. Again, you just file a complaint with that. And who knows how bureaucracy works in this state. But hopefully Andrea Campbell's office, the new Attorney General, is interested in this. We will see. So it appears to be ringing, but the thing isn't on. Okay. All right. So yeah, you gotta have the burner phone, the ratchet phone. All right, guys. So, we're going to call it a night now. Quick announcement. The Tony Branch, I said I had court against Tony Branch tomorrow. It's been moved till, according to my attorney, I have court with Tony Branch now on Friday for I'm being sued by this douchebag, this fake bishop. Long story if you're unfamiliar. But he says, let's see. My attorney says that it's moved to Friday at 10 a.m. So I will be in Brockton Friday at 10 a.m. It's a courtroom. It's open to the public. It's Plymouth Superior Court. All are welcome to join. And so if anybody wants to meet me, if anyone wants to kick my ass again, I always say that. A lot of people tell me they're going to kick my ass. Well, I'm telling you where I'm going to be at what time. I'm going to be in Brockton, 10 a.m. Friday at the courthouse. If everyone wants to kick my ass, or maybe just meet and shake hands and whatever, introduce themselves, that's also welcome too. So we're going to call it a night now. And we will see some of you people on Thursday night for Turtle Club. For those of you unfamiliar, you can check it in the bio below. Turtle Club subscription, $15 a month. You get ad free on the website, access to the Thursday night streams that no one else gets. I do have a really big announcement coming up in about a week. On the 27th It's a really, really, really big announcement. One of the biggest days in Turtleboy coming up on the 27th. So stay tuned for that. You're going to be very surprised and very probably happy, because I'm very happy about it, very excited about what's going to happen on the 27th. All right, cool. Am I forgetting anything? Yeah, make sure you've give us a big thumbs up, leave a comment afterwards. That helps with the algorithms. Smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. We'll definitely be doing Impromptu Live on Friday after court with Tony Branch. So yeah, am I running for something? No, I don't run for. I ran for school committee. I lost. I got 5th place out of 6 in my own town. So no, I will not. But am I on Newsmax? Not to my knowledge. No. No. Oh, you're saying on the 27th. I'm not going to answer any questions about that. Not going to answer any questions about that. So, okay. So we'll see you guys all. Everybody else, we'll see you either on Thursday, Friday, Saturday for the live show. Doesn't matter. Peace, Turtle Riders.